I would like to welcome you all to the South St. Paul Educational Foundation's 26th Annual Scholarship Program. My name is Rankin Patet and I'm the Foundation President. The South St. Paul Educational Foundation was established in 1984 to support the South St. Paul Public Schools. Our mission is to invest in the education of future generations by funding programs that provide educational opportunities for all students in South St. Paul schools, and through scholarship assistance to our graduating seniors. Tonight we celebrate and reward the accomplishments of many of our most talented and dedicated students. 117 students will receive 120 scholarships, totaling over $240,000. An evening such as this would not be possible if it were not for the collaboration and involvement of many people. I would like to begin by acknowledging some of those people. First of all, I would like to mention our students. You have worked very hard and sacrificed a great deal to pursue your interests and your dreams. You have shown a desire to strive for excellence and to reach for goals beyond the years that you have spent at South St. Paul High School. Congratulations for your achievements and best of luck for your future aspirations. Next, it should be noted that the earliest and greatest influence on our students comes from their parents, their grandparents, and their families. You have always been there to guide and direct them. You have seen their triumphs and you have seen their failures. You have helped them to recognize their strengths and you have been there to this point of stepping off to what the future holds for them. Congratulations, you have prepared them well. Our students will soon graduate and move on to the next chapter of their lives. They will do so with the advantage of being taught and mentored by a teaching staff that is second to none. Together, our teachers, supported by our administration and our school board, have a vision and a commitment to give our students a world-class education and to realize and nurture each student's abilities and strengths. Congratulations, you have taught them well. There have been many people who have helped our students equip themselves with the education, the experience, and the confidence they will need to move on to new challenges and goals. But this evening would truly not be possible if it were not for our donors and our benefactors. Through their generosity and support in the 25 years since the South St. Paul Educational Foundation's inception, we have been able to award over $4.5 million to scholarship, assistance, and program funding for our students. To each and every individual donor, to the families, to the businesses, to the organizations, to the groups and clubs, and all who have given, thank you, thank you, thank you. Your gifts have opened doors and provided opportunities to our students. Congratulations on helping to make their dreams come true. Tonight's program would not be possible without the help of many people, and I would like to extend my gratitude and my appreciation to the following people. To the custodial staff in the technology department for setting up the hall tonight for our presentation. A lot of work went into that. Thank you. And of course, to the food service staff for preparing and serving a delicious dinner. Thank you. To Town Square Television for televising tonight. For those who are not able to attend, they can watch it at home. Thank you. To Dan Grievous Photography, who year after year does such a great job with the photos of our students. Thank you, Dan. To all the unnamed volunteers who helped put this together, this has been not just an evening, but it's been weeks and weeks of preparation. Thank you to all our volunteers. To the judges who have given their expertise and their time to select and award the scholarships, thank you, judges. And to Sue McDaniel, who will read our students' biographies again this year as they come up to receive their awards. Thank you, Sue. And finally, before we move on to our first speaker, I would like to take this opportunity to introduce to you the South St. Paul Educational Foundation. First and foremost, our foundation is made up of our Executive Director, Carrie Voyevich, and our administrative assistant, Sharon Jakacki, They are truly the backbone of our foundation and work tirelessly to help keep the operational part of things running smoothly, always keeping our students' best interests in mind. Our board is a wonderful group of talented and dedicated people who have chose to serve because they truly care about our kids. They are enthusiastic and ever committed to helping our students. I'd like to introduce the board members who are with us tonight. And if you could raise your hand or stand up would be even better. Our board members are Beth Bauman, Krista Edson, Adam Carter, who may not be here yet, but oh, there's Adam. Dean Erickson. Mike Francis, Jerry Gunderman, John Lawley, Steve Lewandowski, John McEnany, Mary Malumbi, Jody Poppy, Nancy Whiteside, and two members were not able to be with us tonight. They're Carl Lehman and Sue Bresney. Thank you, board members. Oh, and Tom Darden. Sorry, Tom. Tom's our newest board member. Thanks, Tom. It is now time for me to welcome and introduce our first speaker, the superintendent of our school district, Ms. Patty Hemenover. Superintendent Hemenover.
Good evening. I have to say the banquet is one of my favorite events of the year. It's fun. It's exciting, and most of all, we get to celebrate the academic success of our students. Certainly, the amazing event would not be possible without the South St. Paul Educational Foundation. The foundation has supported our district and our students throughout the years, and they are the reason we are here tonight. I want to acknowledge and thank the donors for your ongoing support for the foundation. You should be very proud of the lives that you have touched and the opportunities you have provided for these students. You are truly making a difference in their lives. I would also like to acknowledge the school board members for their outstanding support. Board members, would you please stand as I call your name? Deb Clark, Ann Coonahan, Kay Erickson, Wendy Felton, Shelley Forrester, John Voyevich, and missing from the board tonight is Bruce Haggerty. As board chair of the EMED, he was unable to attend tonight and was very disappointed. He had a meeting that he could not reschedule for tonight. Board members, thank you. Students, We are very proud of your accomplishments. Always remember that the hard work and determination that brought you here tonight will continue to bring you success in the future, no matter what your path and whatever you choose to do. Congratulations and best wishes to all of you. Now it's my honor to introduce Principal Butch Manning.
Everybody's always way too serious when I get up here, so we got to try to loosen it up a little bit here. Good evening. Welcome to the home of the Packers. And all of our young people here who are so proud, and I'm so proud of them and everything they have accomplished to this point. I'd like to start out simply by thanking the Education Foundation, Kerry Voyevich, for allowing me to be part of this very, very special evening. A very special thanks go out to the people who have donated the money to the foundation. Our South St. Paul Educational Foundation is the model that foundations throughout the state of Minnesota try to model themselves after. That's not just hot air. That's the honest truth. When you go and talk to schools any place around, the talk of South St. Paul Education Foundation comes up, and the question is, how do they do it? What we do for our kids here is unbelievable. We all need to be very proud of it because it is something special and it's something that makes us unique. Class of 2010, you are fortunate to have a community and a special group of individuals that care this much about you. 117 seniors will be receiving scholarships. That's better than 50% of our graduating class. You, the class of 2010, is given an opportunity of a lifetime. Seniors throughout the state of Minnesota would love to change places with you. You are given a chance to continue your educational journey. On behalf of the class of 2010, I'd like to thank all the people that have donated money to the foundation in order to make the class of 2010 educational journey continue for a long, long time. Thank you.
Thank you, Superintendent Hemenover and Principal Manning. It's now my pleasure to introduce our guest of honor and our keynote speaker. He is Mr. Hank Todd, who is a 1969 graduate of South St. Paul High School. Hank has 34 years of experience in the travel industry, where he is a national and international expert in the world of travel and tourism. Hank is a former director and deputy commissioner of the Minnesota Department of Trade and Economic Development, where he organized and chaired major marketing groups representing 8 Great Lakes states, the province of Ontario, and 10 Mississippi River states to generate travel to regions from the United Kingdom, Japan, and other international markets. Hank was appointed tourism director by 4 different governors. Following his career at the Minnesota Office of Tourism, Hank joined the Carlson Companies, where he held a number of different positions. He was the Vice President of Marketing for Carlson Wagonlit Travel. He was Vice President of Asia Strategy for the Carlson Leisure Group. He was the Vice President of Business Development, Government, and Tourism for the Carlson Companies. And he was also the Vice President of Carlson Destination Marketing Services, where he directed an innovative and unique business line that included fully integrated marketing and distribution services to national, state, city, and regional tourism offices and associations worldwide. Currently, Hank is the founder and president of Hank Todd's Solution Group, where he is a recognized leader in the travel industry. He has led destinations around the world in solving organizational and marketing challenges. Internationally, he has worked with organizations in a wide variety of countries, including Kenya, Taiwan, Singapore, Canada, Argentina, and Sweden. Nationally, he has advised state tourism offices and city convention and visitors bureaus. Would you please join me in welcoming Mr. Hank Todd?
Well, thank you very much. It's really an honor for me to be here. And putting a little perspective, in 1969, that was the biology class. And if someone would have said, you're going to be speaking out here, I would have said, no, that's the parking lot. But it is a great honor and an opportunity to share a little bit. Roots go deep in South St. Paul. They always have. I still haven't done it yet, but my mother's up there on the wall in 1929. I just have to go find her picture, as well as my sisters and a variety of other family members. So the roots go deep in South St. Paul, and they're all part of the circle of life. I have to catch a plane right after this, unfortunately, but I am fortunate that my new son-in-law, Austin Engel, is going to take me, and of course, Austin graduated here in South St. Paul. My daughter didn't, but it's one and the same thing. So there's a big circle of life around South St. Paul. When Carrie asked me to make a few remarks, keeping them under 10 minutes or 7 o'clock or 7:05, I think, so she's very specific. The only thing I said was that, or she said that I had to do, is that I could not share any stories from college, where her husband John and I went at Mankato State University. John has now said that that's a very good thing. No. As Rankin mentioned, I've had a career both in the public and the private sector. And in 1995, I went to Carlson Companies. And for my remarks, I'd like to share a credo at Carlson Companies and reflect a little bit back on that credo when I go back to my days in South St. Paul and going forward. But the credo for the company is, whatever you do, do with integrity. Wherever you go, go as a leader. Whomever you serve, serve with caring. Whenever you dream, dream with your all. And never, ever, ever give up. Now that's a credo at Carlson Companies, and I didn't really, until I got there, I didn't know that's what it was. But when I reflect back, it's in some ways to me a little bit of a credo for South St. Paul. As I went through my career, a lot of those things came up. The issue of integrity. I think there's a great deal of that when we look, and leadership, when you look at the community here, the educational institution, the number of people that have graduated and gone on to do many great things both in the public and the private sector. And I always use a little bit of an adage when you talk about integrity, and I'll try to share stories in a way. I'll have to edit them a little bit out going back. But when I was tourism director, I once had an employee who had a lot of strong opinions about certain legislators. And he would periodically go in the paper and write letters to the editor. I would get legislators then calling me basically saying, you know what, why don't you fire that person? Well, you know, it doesn't quite work that way, but strong feelings. So what I told the legislator was, well, why don't we just do this? Let's just assume that what you asked I do, and it's on the front page of the Star Tribune as the headline. Do you want me to go ahead and do it now? He paused and said, nope, don't do anything. I was a little bit hot-headed and started out. So one of the pieces of advice I always give is whatever you're doing and you're dealing with integrity, you'll always come up with issues that confront you. And a good way to quickly make a choice to say, once I do this and it's in the front page of the newspaper, how do I feel? And if I feel bad, I'm not going to do it. And I've used that periodically during the course of my career in life, and that I think serves to integrity. Leadership, being a leader wherever you go, and I think when I was graduating in 1969, a lot of the stuff I know now, you don't know what you don't know. And reflecting back makes things a lot easier. But in looking at the area of leadership and caring, I think they go hand in hand. The ability, I had many people that worked for me during the course of my career, and one of the best things I always found is always put yourself in the other person's position. No matter what you do, you'll end up, I think, making good decisions. The idea of having some empathy towards other people. And as students looking forward, you'll be confronted with a lot of challenges and opportunities. You'll be confronted starting out next year when you're starting out in college throughout your career. And the ability to always kind of put yourself in the other person's shoes allows you, I think, to move forward. One of the parts of the credo is never giving up. And I had an early example in my career. 1973 was not, that's when I graduated from Mankato State. Economy was not very good, so you take whatever you can get. So I ended up at a part-time job in a survey crew for the highway department, working on the Lafayette Freeway. So I still came back to South St. Paul after that, kind of. But at the end of the day, there was a job opening. It was an economic development representative. I applied for the job, and all of a sudden, I'm in something called tourism. And up until that time, I really didn't know anything about travel or tourism, but I fell in love with it. For 5 years, I tried to become the director. During that first 5 years, there were 4 directors that came and went, and every time I would apply, and I was always told, you're too young. Now, I don't think that can happen today, but back then those things happened, and it just, so, but after the 3rd try, I got the job. And I ended up working for 4 different governors, starting with Wendy Anderson and working for Governor Burbridge, Governor Quee, and Governor Carlson. I did not make it to Governor Ventura, but that's okay. The point is, when you have things that you want to accomplish, you'll run into setbacks, things that will confront you. And it's easy sometimes to just bail or say, well, you know what? The point is, keep going for it. Every time that that's happened in my life, it's worked out very well. Looking at the idea of serving with caring, and I think that gets into one of the things I learned early on when I was going through high school and then on into college. There were people that influenced me, teachers, obviously my parents and others. But that's the kind of thing you want to carry forward and you want to use them. And I just had an opportunity a little over a year ago to watch my youngest daughter graduate from nursing school at Denver Hills. And lo and behold, a teacher was retiring. See, I'm getting up to that age of retirement now and things get a little foggy. He was retiring, and the gentleman's name was John Larson. Well, the reality was I had to go to Denver Hills for a few quarters to catch up in college, and I had had a lot of difficulty with speech class, and John Larson was the speech coach. And he taught me so many things that I just can't thank him enough. So there'll be those people you run across. I'm sure many of you already have them. And again, the circle comes back full steam. A couple other things that I've had an opportunity to do, looking up at the wall and seeing the different time zones. I've been very fortunate. I've been in every one of them. I've not been to Tahiti, but that's still kind of in my bucket list. But the 22 some odd years I was at the state in the travel office, you end up doing a lot of things and meeting a lot of people, things that I, as a senior, would never have thought about. I helped put on the Super Bowl. I helped organize the NCAA Final Four, All-Star Games, the opening of the Mall of America, the trip by then President Gorbachev to visit Minnesota, and on and on. So all the things that occurred, they allowed me to have some great experiences. And under the category of you never know, in March of 1995, I was in a meeting in Washington, going to a meeting, and I got a cab ride from, at that time, Marilyn Carlson Nelson, who was Kurt Carlson's daughter and soon to be CEO. And during that car ride, she offered me a job. So I left the state, took the job, and as I say, the one thing with Carlson is Rankin, they give you a lot of titles and a lot of jobs at once. There's no such thing as one job, there's 3 or 4. But what that allowed me to do was travel the world, and it allowed me to see many places. It reaffirmed my belief in service. Even though I was there for a job and to make money for the company, the reality was there's a lot of things in the world that people need help with, and it kind of opened my eyes a lot more than it ever had before. And so during all that process, as I reflect back and look at the credo that I shared early, that is in fact what I had a long time ago in the early 60s and 70s when I was still formulating a lot of things, and it's done well and stayed with me all my life. And as I say, the never ever give up is one of the best things to do. Be flexible as you go through starting your college career. The network you start today will continue on for many, many, many years, and it is a big circle. but I appreciate the opportunity to share a little bit about what I've been able to do in the last 41 years. And I too want to just add my congratulations to all of the students. We didn't have an international baccalaureate program, but based on my career, it would have been nice. It probably would have helped me out a little bit more even along the way. But it's great to see what the foundation has been able to do. That did not exist back in '69, and I look at the growth and I look at all the people here. It's a wonderful thing. It's something that the community can and should be very proud of, and it's just reflective of what I think I and anybody else that's graduated from this institution. It's a great community with great people that do great things. So again, never give up, and thank you for the opportunity to share a little bit of my story.
It's that time of the night, and I would like to turn over the program to our Executive Director, Carrie Voyevich, for the presentation of tonight's scholarships. Carrie.
Thank you, Rankin. Tonight's a very special night for the South St. Paul Educational Foundation and our whole South St. Paul community. Can everyone hear me? Okay. Yes. Okay, good. Thank you. We have $242,000 being awarded to our seniors tonight, and again, it wouldn't be possible without all the generous donors here in the room with us and all over the United States and into Europe and Asia as well. So a thank you to all of you. I'm so honored to be a steward of this fine foundation. Including the awards tonight, over the past 25 years, the foundation has awarded $2.6 million to our graduating seniors, and along with that, $1.9 million in curriculum-enhancing programs touching the entire student body here at South St. Paul. I'm very proud of the broad range of scholarships that we have for our seniors. It's a true cross-section of our students' interests and abilities. They range from $500 all the way up to $20,000. If any of you in the room don't know all the details of the South St. Paul Foundation, on your table there's some of the annual reports, and feel free to take them with you tonight so you could learn a little bit about more of what we do. And people at home, if you would like to learn, please stop by the foundation. We're right on Marie at 521 Marie. I'd love to talk to you about it. I'd also like to invite you to consider joining us at our gala coming up on August 20th at Southview Country Club. It's in celebration of our foundation. We'll do an annual event. There's your little save the date card right in your program. You could take your program home with you, and it works out for your calendar. We'd love to have you join us. I want to explain a little bit about how the evening is going to go tonight. We're going to follow along in the program, and I hope you all have one at your table. I will read the brief history of the scholarships, and if the donors are present here tonight, they'll be coming up and presenting their scholarship. And if we're unfortunate that they're not present here tonight, I will be presenting it in their behalf. And students, as you come up, as your name are read, we've got an aisle right here. I'm going to ask Mr. Olson if you could scooch in a little bit. The aisle is right here, and then the students on the sides can come up the sides and up here. It's a tight room, but we have a lot of celebrating to do tonight, so we want to get everyone up here. And students, when you get up here, if you could remember to turn forward so Town Square Television can pick you up for our TV audience. And parents, if you would also stand so we can recognize your presence as you're here tonight. As the students come up, we're so fortunate to have Sue McDaniel in the corner reading their bios. And she's part of our world language department here at South St. Paul. Students, if there's more than one scholarship for a certain donor, I'd ask you all to stand up here so we can get a group picture. And then right after you do come up here, you go right over here, and Dan Gravis Photography is set up. He's generously given his time to support us tonight. And those pictures will be available to buy at the end through Dan Gravis Photography. Now, our first scholarship will get started. Our first scholarship being awarded tonight is the Art and Lois Gillen Scholarship. This scholarship was established by Levander, Gillen, and Miller Law Firm in honor of Art's retirement from the firm in 1996. Presenting this scholarship this evening is, we're happy to have David Gates. Thank you.
Levander Gillen and Miller is proud to bear Art Gillen's name and equally as pleased to award this scholarship to Amanda B.
Amanda describes herself as a well-rounded student. She enjoys school and is very excited for college. She really has a passion for helping and serving people. Others would describe her as friendly, outgoing, encouraging, trustworthy, reliable, hardworking, and optimistic. In her spare time, she likes to read nonfiction books, and by receiving a scholarship, she will be one step closer to achieving her goals. Amanda is attending Northwestern Christian College to study ministry.
The Bremer Community Service Scholarship was established by Bremer Bank to focus on leadership qualities through community service in our community. To present this scholarship this evening is Steve Carrier. Oh, is Steve not here?
Stepping in on behalf of Steve,
Oh, thank you, Mr. Manning.
the Bremer Community Service Scholarship is presented this year to Kenneth Francis.
Some of Kenny Francis's pastimes are hunting, fishing, soccer, outdoor hockey, swimming, golf, guitar, photography, and painting. As you can see, he's a huge outdoors fanatic. You can usually find him on a lake fishing or sitting in a deer stand bow hunting for a trophy whitetail. Receiving a scholarship would be a huge help in paying for college at Northwestern. It would show that his hard work in high school was rewarded with a scholarship. Kenny is attending Northwestern College in St. Paul, majoring in kinesiology.
The Centennial Fund Scholarship is established by funds made available through donations to the Centennial Fund. The recipient of this scholarship this evening is Xavier Rhodes. Now, I had a call from the health department today, and he was home from school today with an illness, so we'll give it to him. I'll take it on his behalf. The Doc Flom Memorial Scholarship was established in 1993 by friends and family in memory of Doc Flom. Here to present the scholarship this evening is Eric Flom. Thanks.
Hi, thank you. Good evening. The recipient of this year's scholarship is Dominic Marshinke.
Dominic, in his free time, would like to hang out with friends and play guitar. He plans on attending Northwestern College and majoring in chemistry. He would like to continue his education to become a pharmacist. Receiving a scholarship would be helpful to relieve some of the financial burden, and he would be very grateful.
This is the 20th year that friends and family made the Doug Ninneman Scholarship available in Doug's memory. We're happy to have Adam Carter here presenting this scholarship this evening.
Thanks, Carrie. Doug was my uncle, and I think about him a lot this time of year, not only because of the scholarships that we give out, and of course one is in his name, but it's also the fishing opener just around the corner, and that was one of my uncle's favorite times. I'm honored to present the Douglas E. Ninneman Memorial Scholarship to Eric Garcia.
Eric describes himself as a hyper and very talkative people person. One of his favorite things to do is to go to concerts or other public events that have a lot of people at them. He likes this because all of the new people he meets and all the friendships he finds at these places. Eric's other interests include snowboarding, hunting, disc golf, and road trips. What would it mean to him if he received a scholarship? It would mean the world to him if he just received one. Even the smallest scholarship would help him, but not help just him, but his parents, who have helped him more times than he can count. Eric will be attending the University of West Florida, majoring in oceanography.
The two James Schmidt Memorial Scholarships have been established by the family in James Smith's memory. His life was he was a lifelong resident of South St. Paul and a 1971 graduate. His passions were baseball and softball. He thoroughly enjoyed the athletic competition. Here to present the scholarships this evening is Roy Schmidt.
This evening's first award goes to Tabor Sparby.
Tabor is very interested in sports and technology. He is hardworking and likes to help others. Receiving a scholarship would greatly benefit him and give him a head start in the college world. Tabor plans on attending Mankato State to major in criminal justice with plans to become a police officer.
Second award goes to Caitlin Carter.
Caitlin enjoys dance and has been involved with it since she was 8. When she is not at school or work, Caitlin likes to spend time being active and being with her friends. She particularly enjoys yoga and rollerblading, but also likes to run and bike. Her interests also include painting, writing, playing sports. She's extremely excited to start college and would greatly appreciate earning a scholarship. Receiving a scholarship would take a great amount of financial stress off of her and her family, and she would be very grateful to be rewarded with a scholarship. Caitlin plans on attending St. Cloud State University.
The Catherine Katie Marie Clapper Memorial Scholarships are established by friends and family of Katie. Katie lived each day of her life to her fullest. The first scholarship goes to Tyler Lee.
Tyler describes himself as an honest, hardworking person. When he does something, he does it to the very best of his ability. He loves sports and has played them since he could walk, and will continue playing until he can't play anymore. Tyler also enjoys outdoor activities such as fishing, camping, and playing paintball. His dream career is a job where he is involved in sports so that he can look forward to every day of work. A scholarship would mean the world to Tyler. Not only would it show that all of his hard work and perseverance throughout his high school career has been recognized, it would also help him pay back his parents for everything they've done for him. Tyler plans on attending Dakota County Technical College, majoring in exercise and sports science.
The next scholarship goes to Laura Wiederich.
Laura is a very active person in and out of school. She has played sports all of her life, and that is how she has met some of her best friends. Laura loves hanging out with her friends and is always up for new things. She has wanted to be a pediatrician ever since she was young, but in the past year, working with kids in the student volunteer class, she realized that this is what she should be doing. Getting any amount of financial help from a scholarship would make her family and her very grateful and would ease the financial burden of putting a second child through school. Laura plans on attending River Falls.
The Key Community Scholarship is next. We greatly appreciate the support Key Community gives to our students of South St. Paul. The recipient of this scholarship this evening is Chloe Winter.
Chloe has lived in South St. Paul all of her life, and she loves living here and especially her school and all the teachers who have helped her. School was hard for her at times, but her family always said, you need just to try and not to give up and to finish what you start. Because of everyone in Chloe's life, she was able to succeed in school and is ready to start college in the fall. Receiving this scholarship would make her feel like the community supports her goals as much as her family and teachers always have. Chloe will be attending Inver Hills Community College, majoring in nursing.
Lorraine Wojak was a switchboard operator for the South St. Paul School District when we had switchboards. Lorraine loved kids and had a special relationship with many of our service students. The scholarship tonight goes to Steve Fodum.
Steve would love to know more about other places in the world. He speaks 3 languages, English, French, and Spanish, and he would like to learn more. Steve enjoys playing all sorts of sports, and in his free time listens to music, reads, and spends time with his friends. Steve has always wanted to be a pediatrician because he loves helping children. He is originally from Cameroon and moved to the United States 4 years ago. His plan is to finish college and go to medical school. He says it would be really great if he could pursue his dreams with this scholarship. Steve plans on attending the University of Minnesota, majoring in medicine.
The Midwest Vending Scholarship was established because of its commitment to the community and its young people. The recipient of this scholarship this evening is Thomas Todd.
Thomas describes himself as outgoing, extroverted, strong, smart, hardworking, and friendly. He enjoys working with his hands and has skills in both math and science, or anything that has to do with the outdoors. Thomas says he still can't believe that this is his last year, how quickly it has come, and college is right around the corner. Winning even the smallest scholarship would not only put a smile on his face, but everyone around him. Thomas plans on attending North Dakota State University, majoring in engineering.
Very good. This is the 7th year for the ProTouch Painting Scholarship established by Jim and Georgia Hoffman, owners of ProTouch. The recipient of this scholarship this evening is Justin Winsell.
Justin likes to ride his bike, fish, and work on his car. He's achieved his goal of doing his best in high school. For him, a scholarship would allow him to continue to work towards becoming a mechanic or a welder. Justin plans on attending Dakota County Technical College.
The St. John Vianney established this annual scholarship for a student who attended St. John Vianney Elementary School. Presenting this scholarship this evening is Colm Griffin.
Good evening. Very happy to be here tonight and award the scholarship to Daniel Ryan.
Daniel is very active and enjoys spending time outdoors. He enjoys water skiing, basketball, and working out. He's also an animal lover. Daniel is interested in current events and new innovations throughout the world. A scholarship would help him to get the education he needs in order to get closer to his career goal and make an impact on our society and the world. Dan plans on attending the University of Minnesota Mankato State to major in business.
The Sarah Sullivan Ging Scholarship is given in loving memory of Sarah, a 2005 graduate of South St. Paul. One of Sarah's greatest loves were her artwork. Presenting the scholarship this evening is her father, Donnie Ging, and sister, Christina Ging.
Christine and I are so pleased to be here, and Sarah's up in heaven smiling because we're remembering her. And it's cool because the seniors here, you remember her running around the hallways here, loving her life here, and the fields. So we're just really happy to be here to award this. And seniors, I really want to congratulate each of you. I think the lesson here is like Mr. Todd said tonight. He said, you know, you are constantly discovering things you know. And I think the thing to remember is that when you're working hard doing good things, you don't always understand that there's a reward, and there is, and tonight it is. Aristotle said that the antidote for 1,000 enemies is one friend, and Christina was just the greatest sister and greatest friend to Sarah. So I just wanted to show you a picture. For those of you who didn't know her, too small, but she always had that World Series smile on her face. And these were her motifs. She loved art here. She had great teachers here. And would you? Oh, thanks. And she loved princesses and princes. So that was her big deal. So it's our great pleasure. Christine, you want to start it?
Yeah, it is just our honor to present this award to Melanie Gutzman.
Melanie enjoys sports, soccer and hockey, but her favorite is hockey. She is considering becoming an athletic trainer and would love to take that to the National Hockey League level. She also enjoys being outdoors, camping, fishing, and she is very fond of animals. Melanie is artistic and is currently in IB Art. She likes music and has recently learned to play guitar. College is expensive, and earning a scholarship would really help her a lot and to enable her to achieve her dream of attending the University of Minnesota Duluth and go to a four-year school.
The Thomas M. Sabaski Memorial Scholarship was established in Tom's memory by his family. Tom was a 1982 graduate. The recipient of this scholarship this evening is Joshua Doomer.
In his spare time, Joshua enjoys recording services at his church, and he is also in the church band. Some of his favorite pastimes are reading, writing, or playing video games. He is very interested in learning Japanese, German, and sign language. Joshua plans on attending Northern State University.
Wakota Federal Union Scholarship was established in 1998 to show their support of South St. Paul Public Schools. We're happy to have Christina Thury here presenting the scholarship. Thanks.
Good evening. On behalf of Wakota Federal Credit Union staff and board of directors, I'm very pleased to present this award to Matthew Bintliff.
Matthew loves baseball and wants to continue to play in college. But with the high cost of tuition, he's not sure that he will be able to do that. So receiving a scholarship will make it possible for him to attend one of these really great educational facilities and continue to play a sport that he loves. Matt plans on attending Augsburg College and major in business.
Xcel Energy believes in supporting the communities in which they serve. The recipient of this scholarship this evening is Dylan Landry.
Dylan describes himself as a very hard-working kid. He sets high goals for himself and feels destined to succeed. He enjoys playing sports, being around people, and making a difference. Dylan's favorite pastimes would be traveling when he was in 4th grade with his family on a vacation to Arizona and to the Grand Canyon. They also went to California, where he got to experience the ocean for the first time in his life. And it was definitely a great time. Receiving a scholarship from the Educational Foundation would honestly mean a lot to him. College is very important to him because he'll be the first ever in his whole family to go to college, and he wants to set a good example for his younger brother and sister. If he received a scholarship, he would be so grateful because it will definitely help him out with needed money. Dylan plans on attending the University of Wisconsin Stout, majoring in business.
The next scholarship was established by the Bilgen family in 1997 in memory of their mom and dad, Fran and Patty, who lived in South St. Paul the first years of their marriage. Presenting this scholarship this evening is Eunice Dasovich.
Hi. On behalf of the Belton family and in honor of their parents, Francis and Patricia, I am happy to present this scholarship to Caitlin Gall.
Caitlin describes herself as very friendly and a hardworking person. When she is not busy working, she enjoys reading, camping, and spending time with her friends and family. She tries her hardest to be the best she can be. Caitlin is interested in a career that helps people, and that is why she wants to become a nurse. It would mean so much to her if she were offered a scholarship. She has put a lot of effort into working these past 2 years so that she could save as much money as possible for college. Caitlin does not want the pressure of having to get a job right away at college, so being able to devote her time to her studies, receiving a scholarship will help her reach her educational goals at Winona State.
The Carl Crosby Endowed Scholarship was established by Carl. He was a 1956 graduate of South St. Paul High School. The recipient of this scholarship this evening is Adam Hotchek.
Adam likes to hunt and fish and play sports. He also likes to relax and hang out with his family. Receiving a scholarship would mean that all his hard work throughout high school has finally paid off. Adam plans on going to Winona State University, going into some sort of medical field.
The Abner Rood Post 481 American Legion Scholarship was established in 1996. It's a wonderful example of our community service organizations supporting our students. Presenting today is Dick Castle, and he's a past foundation board member and past school board member.
Thank you. On behalf of the American Legion Post 481, and as commander of the post, it is my honor to present this scholarship to Kessie Laurie.
Kessie is a very energetic and optimistic person. She enjoys being around people she knows as well as meeting new ones and lending a hand when it is needed. She's outgoing and likes to listen to stories people have to tell. Kessie is involved in soccer with the city, plays the flute and piano, fishes and swims on the weekends, and likes to read a good book in the evenings and travel often with her family. This influences her career choice as an air traffic controller. A scholarship would mean the world to her, helping her with the expensive financial needs of college and helping her achieve her 4-year degree. Kessie will be attending the University of North Dakota.
The Alan J. Phelps Memorial Scholarship is established in memory of Alan Phelps by his family. Though he was a native of Chicago, he always considered South St. Paul to be his hometown. Presenting this scholarship is Elizabeth Phelps, and she's also a 2008 South St. Paul graduate.
My grandfather graduated from South St. Paul in 1929. He went on to become an engineer and serve in World War II. Like my grandfather, I am proud to be a 2008 class graduate, as my sister will be in 2014. My grandfather always stressed how important education was to him and that learning lasts a lifetime. The Phelps family is proud to present Anthony Gabriel with the Phelps Family Memorial Scholarship.
Anthony describes himself as an outdoors kind of guy. He loves to hunt and fish with family and friends. He played varsity soccer and golf all 4 years of high school. He loves having fun and just being with people he loves. A scholarship would help him a lot, so he'll be able to pay for college. Anthony will be attending the Minnesota State University Mankato, majoring in engineering.
This is the 8th year for the Burton Memorial Scholarship to be awarded in memory of Edgar and Lorraine. They were both South St. Paul High School graduates from the class of 1936 and 1938, and they were strong supporters of education. Lorraine was a classroom volunteer, and both their daughters are here today, Jane Letzen and Nancy Wiederhold.
This year's winner of the Burton Endowed Memorial Fund Scholarship is Elizabeth Windhorst.
One of the things that Liz loves to do the most is run. She has been involved in cross country and track in school. Her family and she would greatly appreciate the opportunity that this scholarship will grant her in furthering her education. Elizabeth plans on attending the University of Minnesota, Duluth.
The next scholarship is provided by CHS to help students pursue an education in agribusiness or business. Presenting this scholarship this evening is Tim Turgeon.
On behalf of CHS, I'm proud to award this year's scholarship to Samuel Reiki.
Sam likes sports, both watching and playing them, but also reading books and helping others. He started out cutting grass for his older neighbors, and after a while understood that he was really making a difference in someone's life and not really having to give up much of his time to do it. He says that was pretty cool. A scholarship to him would help him pay for him to go to the best school that he could go to. It would help him learn as much as he could so that he can be as successful in his profession, in his community, and represent South St. Paul High School graduates. Samuel has been prepared very well for college by South St. Paul High School. He plans to get a degree majoring in mathematics and computer science. He promises to give back to his community, and when he is financially able to do so, his dad said that he told him that if he can't help others, he will never be able to truly help himself in life. Sam plans on attending St. Mary's University in Winona.
The class of 1952 has established 2 scholarships to continue the tradition of excellence in education here in South St. Paul. Presenting these 2 scholarships this evening is Darlene Granis.
Thank you. It's with a great deal of pleasure and pride representing my class, that class of 1952, that we are honoring several of the graduates to be, and the first is Kelsey Kropp.
Kelsey's interests are dancing, scrapbooking, reading, and spending time with friends and family. She loves being around children and is very good with them. She also likes the outdoors and camping with her family, as well as traveling. She aspires to obtain a bachelor's degree in dental hygiene. To receive a scholarship, she would be very helpful in her college aspirations and allow her to work less hours. She would then have more time to study and to excel in her college years. Kelsey plans on attending the University of South Dakota.
The second scholarship my class is presenting this evening goes to Vincent Garibay.
Vincent is a very active person and likes to work with his hands. He also likes to travel to all different kinds of places. He likes to spend time hanging out with friends and playing sports as well. His interests are anything that has to do with sports. Vincent wants to become a physical therapist or athletic trainer. Receiving this scholarship means that it would help him pursue his goal for college. He would be very grateful to receive a scholarship and knows that he is well on his way to start college. Vincent plans on attending Winona State University.
The Francis Family Endowed Scholarship was established by Kay and Mary Francis along with Herb and Muriel Schlichting in memory of Zoe and Herb Francis. Presenting the scholarship this evening is Pat Francis.
The winner of the scholarship is Anne Marie Milbert.
Anne-Marie has found a good balance between academics and athletics. She is taking advantage of some of the hardest classes that South St. Paul has to offer, while still participating in the sports and activities she loves. She also enjoys spending time with her friends and family, especially at her cabin. Receiving a scholarship would help relieve some of the financial stress of paying for a four-year education. Anne plans on attending the University of Wisconsin-La Crosse, majoring in education.
The George Carn Memorial Scholarship was established in memory of George Carn, who taught art and coached hockey here in South St. Paul. The recipient of this scholarship this evening is Samantha Balster.
Samantha describes herself as a very busy person who is always doing something. She loves going to her cabin in the summer, and it is her home away from home. Her favorite pastime is hanging out with her friends and family. She has always wanted to become a neurosurgeon because it has the ability to save people's lives. Receiving a scholarship would help her pay for college now, so her extensive education and medical training later will be that much more affordable. Samantha will be attending the University of Wisconsin, Eau Claire.
The Grace M. Jefferson Endowed Memorial Scholarship was established by Grace. She was a retired kindergarten teacher here in South St. Paul. The recipient of this scholarship is Ileana Medina.
Ileana is a very hard worker. She loves to play tennis with her family. Every summer, her family and she play tennis and watch the birds pass by. In her favorite pastime, she loves to read books, see movies, and help her brothers and sister with their homework. She has always wanted to become a teacher, and having the opportunity to receive a scholarship will make it more possible to attend college. She is very excited to start college and would be grateful to receive a scholarship. Ileana will be attending Dakota County Technical College, majoring in education.
The continued support of the Croatian Hall or Hrvatski Dom is another example of the support we enjoy from our local organizations. They are providing 2 scholarships for a student attending a 4-year college or university and 1 vocational scholarship. And we're happy to have Eunice Dasovich here this evening helping us out presenting this.
Okay, on behalf of the Hrvatski Dom Association and Croatian Hall, known to most, we are honored to present these scholarships in memory of our departed members. The first one going to Elizabeth Danich.
Most people would describe Elizabeth as quiet and studious. She enjoys traveling and hopes to see as much of the world as she can. She's very interested in photography and enjoys photographing everything from people to nature. She loves the ability to make a moment last forever, if you're able to catch that as it is. Another thing that she's very interested in is writing. One of her favorite things to do in her free time is write poetry and express her feelings through poems. Elizabeth would appreciate receiving a scholarship as it would really help her jumpstart her education. To be selected for a scholarship would mean much more to her than just help with finances. It would mean that someone recognized all the effort and hard work that she's accomplished during her high school years. Elizabeth plans on attending St. Thomas, majoring in journalism.
The second scholarship is going to Elizabeth Solly.
Elizabeth's favorite pastimes are music, theater, movies, and shopping and spending time with her mom. Receiving a scholarship would mean that she would have financial breathing room, and it also would take a burden off her parents, and she would need less financial aid. Elizabeth will be attending the University of Wisconsin Stout, majoring in retail marketing.
And last, for a vocational technical scholarship, Haley Cullen.
Haley describes herself as a very open and social person. She loves hanging out with friends, listening to music, and just relaxing at home. To her, getting a scholarship would mean a chance to pursue her dream of being a cosmetologist, as well as being an example to her brother by being the first of her household to attend college. Haley plans on attending St. Paul Community and Technical College.
The Inver Grove Heights American Legion Post 424 Scholarship is another service organization providing support for our young people. They are providing 2 scholarships this evening, the first one going to Randall Todd.
Randall enjoys staying active with sports and is very competitive in everything he does. Receiving a scholarship would mean a lot to him, as it would be kind of a pat on the back for working hard in high school. Randall plans on majoring in business.
And the second Inver Grove Heights American Legion Scholarship goes to Alyssa Euling.
Alyssa is a very inquisitive person. In her spare time, she likes to play on the computer and hang out with her friends. She's a very caring person and likes to help others. Alyssa plans on attending Rasmussen College, majoring in business.
Oh, sorry. That way, sorry about that. Not paying attention here. The Jim Kennedy Memorial Scholarship was established 17 years ago in 1993 by friends and family of Jim. He was a 1964 graduate, and this is to honor his memory. Presenting the scholarship is Paul Kennedy.
Thank you, Carrie. On behalf of our family and Jim's friends, we're pleased to present this year's Jim Kennedy Scholarship to Matthew Cray.
Matt is a very outgoing person and loves to talk and listen to people. Hanging out with friends and playing baseball is a great time for him. Receiving one of these scholarships would mean a lot, and it would help him and his family. Baseball is also a passion of his, and winning the Jim Kennedy Memorial Scholarship would be a great honor. Matt plans on attending Iowa Central Community College, studying turf grass management.
The Castle Yentz Endowed Memorial Scholarship is for a student attending the University of Wisconsin at Stout. Dick and Kay Castle, both South St. Paul graduates, are established this scholarship in their parents' memory. All of 6 of their children are South St. Paul graduates. We're happy to have Dick and Kay here presenting this award tonight.
Thank you. This is our 10th year with the scholarship program, and thank God for being an endowed, because we can continue doing this for many years to come. This year's will go to Joan Francis.
Joni enjoys hanging out with friends, making movies, shopping, and going to movies. She also loves music, dancing, going to school events, and cheering on her classmates. She comes from a big family and is very close with younger cousins. She is very passionate about her education and spent half of her senior year taking college courses at Inver Hills Community College. It was there Joan discovered her real passion for sociology. It was in these classes that she discovered her passion to help people, try to understand people better, and so she can try to make this world a better place. Receiving a scholarship would mean so much to her. It would mean that she could go on to college, better herself, and have a little extra boost to pay for school. She looks forward to starting next year and being able to take this opportunity to better herself and hopefully make some more great lifelong friends. Joni will be attending the University of Wisconsin Stout, majoring in human services.
The Ken and Shirley Flattegirl Memorial Scholarship was established in memory of Ken and Shirley, who were both teachers in our schools. Ken was a history teacher and Shirley a speech therapist. All 3 of their children were graduates of South St. Paul. The recipient of this scholarship this evening is Matthew Felton.
Matthew plays active with 3 sports every year and likes to stay in good shape. He takes swimming very seriously and plans on swimming in college and becoming a coach of a high school swim team while teaching. He always enjoys being with his friends and going and playing sports with them, or seeing a movie and going out to eat. He has a strong faith and tries to live by what it is and what he believes in. His family is very important to him as well. His favorite pastime is listening to music. Receiving a scholarship would mean a great deal to him and would be much appreciated. He feels that with a scholarship, he would be one step closer to the career that he has his eyes set on. Matthew plans on attending Minnesota State University, Mankato, majoring in education.
The Ladies Auxiliary Post 295 VFW Scholarship was established in 2001. We thank the auxiliary for giving out these 3 scholarships. Barb Meyer, Auxiliary President, will be presenting these 3 scholarships this evening.
On behalf of the Ladies Auxiliary to VFW Post 295, I am honored to present 3 scholarships tonight. The recipients are Lucas Peterson.
Lucas is very passionate about the activities that he participates in. His main interests include golfing and any other physical activities with his friends. The game of golf has taught him much about life and dealing with problems. He has always had a passion for sports and hopes to pursue his love of sports by becoming a sports journalist. Receiving a scholarship would make him realize that his hard work in IB courses has paid off and will also help him strive toward his dreams. Lucas plans on attending the University of Minnesota Twin Cities, majoring in journalism.
Caitlin Schlusler.
Caitlin is a very outgoing person and loves being with people. She enjoys spending time with family and friends as well. Her interests are dancing, working, and playing games. Her favorite pastime has been going on many vacations with her grandparents. Caitlin's educational goal is to become a paralegal and eventually a lawyer. She believes that she has the ability and skills to make a difference in people's lives through the legal profession. Her mother is one of her heroes. Among the things she has taught her has been personal responsibility. She would be extremely honored to be awarded even a small scholarship to reward her efforts and to support her college education. Caitlin plans on attending Inver Hills Community College.
Robert McGrath.
Robert loves spending time outdoors, whether in the middle of the summer or the middle of winter. He loves to go swimming, play tennis, and hang out with friends in summer, and snowboard, ski, and sled in the winter. Receiving a scholarship would mean so much to him because it would help give that extra push at the beginning of his college career and help him make more successful things in the long run. Robert plans on attending North Dakota State University, majoring in education.
This is the 15th year for the Larry Grew Scholarship. Larry was a 1960 graduate of South St. Paul and a very active member of the foundation board who believed in giving back. Larry received this scholarship that made it possible for him to attend Colgate University. We're so happy to have his mom presenting this scholarship in his memory. Jeanette.
I'm very happy to be able to present this scholarship to Bianca Benitez.
Bianca describes herself as a pretty outgoing person. She enjoys meeting new people and learning from their personalities. She says she has a tough childhood, but it has taught her to be very responsible and to work hard to get what she wants in life. It has shown her to appreciate everything she has and does. In her free time, she loves to paint and draw and pretty much anything else involving art. Bianca loves being with her family and friends and exploring new things. Since she has worked hard to get where she is today, getting a scholarship would be a blessing. It will allow her to start college feeling a little more secure about being able to pay for it. Being less stressed about worrying how to pay for school will allow her to focus more on her schoolwork. Bianca plans on attending St. Paul Community College, studying massage therapy.
The Richard Bruce Grew Scholarship was established by George and Jeanette Grew in honor of their son, Richard Bruce Grew. He was a 1960 graduate of South St. Paul and attended the University of Wisconsin Stout, majoring in industrial education. He taught in the St. Paul School District for over 33 years, and we're happy to have Dave Metzen presenting this scholarship this evening.
Thanks, Gary. Just a couple of comments about the two Grew scholarships back to back. You just met Jeanette. Both Richard and Bruce Grew served on the foundation board, and you haven't met George Grew. George Grew, stand up. George is 91 years old, and Jeanette, and they have been such a big supporter of their foundation for 30 years. The recipient of the Bruce Grew is Donald Duran. Donald.
Don is a very outgoing person and enjoys spending time with friends and playing in the band. He has worked hard in school and has a passion to become a doctor of some sort, and he would be very happy to achieve that goal. A scholarship would be a huge step needed for him to do this. It would also let him know that his hard work in school has helped him beyond graduation and would help him stay in college. Don plans on attending the University of Wisconsin-Madison.
The Leslie Sutherland Law Creative Spirit Scholarship was established in 1986 by friends and family of Leslie. She's a 1977 graduate who died of leukemia. Presenting this scholarship in Leslie's memory is her friend and classmate, Diane Kier.
It's my pleasure to present this award to Megan Van Duzart.
Megan describes herself as an organized person and enjoys being busy. She loves to be active outside in the summer and spend time with friends and family. She also likes scrapbooking and painting to show her creative side. A scholarship would mean so much to her because it would help her financially in college with room and board and classes. She has so much passion for South St. Paul and is very grateful for this opportunity. Megan plans on attending Gustavus Adolphus College, majoring in political science.
The Mae Matthews Dahl Scholarship. She was a former elementary school teacher and died unexpectedly in 2001. She established the Mae Matthews Scholarship to be awarded to a student pursuing a degree in education. And we are happy to have Deb Clark and Scott Matthews, her children, here today to present that scholarship.
It's always a pleasure, and time goes faster between these events as I grow older. Each year, we reflect a little bit on my mother's philosophy, and we present a plaque with the scholarship. Briefly, it says, take time to work, play, think, read, pray, laugh, listen, dream, worship, love, and be loved. We will give this with the scholarship, which goes to
Nancy McHale.
Nancy describes herself as shy, but when it comes to others, feels the need to reach out to them when they're in need, rather than fend for herself first. She loves helping out other people whenever an opportunity arises. She loves literature, and the study of law fascinates her. She also loves listening to music and reading in her spare time. Her favorite pastime has to be when her family went to Egypt in her homeland in 2003. It was the last time her family ever had an actual vacation. Receiving a scholarship would mean a lot to her because her family has undergone a lot of struggles in the past few years, and it would not only benefit her, but her family as well. Nancy plans on attending Hamline University, majoring in education and psychology.
The Margaret Vogel Scholarship was established to demonstrate Margaret's concern in caring for others. The recipient of this scholarship this evening is Kayla Horan.
Kayla describes herself as a friendly person. Every year, her family goes on a vacation to a tropical location. She loves trying new things and hanging out with friends. She also enjoys swimming and listening to music. She has always found sociology very interesting and would like to pursue a career in that field. She will be the first person to attend college in her family, so this process is very new to her, and a scholarship will help pay for the expenses of college. Kayla has worked very hard these 4 years of high school and would like to continue that drive through college. She plans on attending the University of Minnesota Duluth, majoring in sociology.
The Mary Jane Morin Scholarship was established 8 years ago by her friends and family in her memory. Mary Jane was a teacher and an administrator at South St. Paul schools for 33 years. Presenting these scholarships this evening are her children, Mickey and Paul.
Paul and I are proud to present the Mary Jane Morin Scholarship to Alicia Charpentier.
Alyssa is an outgoing person and loves meeting new people and trying different things. She plans on and looks forward to becoming an early childhood special education teacher. She enjoys hanging out with friends, playing sports, shopping, and spending time with family. Receiving a scholarship of any sort would be super exciting, she says, and useful towards her college education. It would definitely be such an honor to receive one and very helpful. Any amount will be a great start towards her future. Alyssa plans on attending the Minnesota State University at Mankato.
The Milbert Family Scholarship was established by the Milbert family because of their belief in education in South St. Paul Public Schools. The recipient of this award this evening goes to Gabrielle Gunter.
Gabe enjoys fishing, hunting, being outdoors, movies, and hanging out with friends. He has played soccer, hockey, and baseball in high school. To receive a scholarship would give him the opportunity to attend any school he can get into. A scholarship would give his family that extra boost that would make it possible to afford college. Gabe plans on attending St. Scholastica College, majoring in biochemistry.
Patty Cross worked as a health aide at Lincoln Center Elementary School here in South St. Paul. The family and friends of Pat established this memorial scholarship in her name. She was an inspiration to all who knew her. The recipient of this scholarship this evening is Travis Markfort.
Travis describes himself as an active person who loves to play sports competitively and just for fun. He likes to go on vacations with his family as well, though his favorite pastime is probably golf. Travis would like to be a physical therapist. Receiving a scholarship would mean that he is one step closer to paying for college and pursuing his dreams. He would be very grateful to receive a scholarship because it lets him know that all the hard work he's done is paying off. Travis plans on attending the University of Minnesota, majoring in kinesiology.
The Patty Murr Endowed Scholarship was established in 1985 by the William Murr family in Patty's memory. Presenting the scholarship this evening, we're happy to have Donna Murr.
I'm happy to present the Patty Murr Endowed Scholarship to Marissa Fugelstad.
Marissa is a very outgoing person and feels that she is a leader when working with people. She also enjoys being very active and loves to participate in sports. She listens to music and hangs out with friends as a pastime. Marissa wants to go into school for sports medicine or something in the athletic field so she can pursue her passion for sports. She is very excited for college to start because it marks the beginning of her life. She will be very grateful to receive a scholarship and knowing her hard work throughout high school is being rewarded. Marissa will be attending the University of Wisconsin-Eau Claire, majoring in sports medicine.
This is the 16th year that the Polish National Alliance Lodge 1033 Scholarship of South St. Paul has provided scholarships. This year, they are providing one scholarship for a student planning attending a four-year college and one scholarship for a student planning to attend a vocational institution. The first scholarship goes to Heather Hubischer. Sorry.
Heather likes to think of herself as an active person. Usually she has her hands in her flute or a new instrument trying to learn it. Music is a huge part of her life, and she doesn't know where she would be without it. Besides playing the flute at her church every week, she has played at other churches as well. And besides band in school, she participates in a couple of clubs that help the community, including Peace Jam and Healthy Youth Coalition. She volunteers at her church, including doing street cleanups and fun events at Valley Fair. Heather would like to continue to participate in many activities, including music, and a scholarship would be one thing to help her accomplish that goal. Heather plans on attending Concordia University, Chicago, majoring in music.
And the next Polish National Alliance Scholarship goes to Olivia Raymond.
Olivia loves trying new things, traveling to new places, meeting new people, and helping wherever there is a need. Her favorite pastimes are baking, and she means making a mean chocolate chip banana bread, reading, listening to music, being with family and friends, shopping, camping, and going to her cabin. She would like to go into a food science as a career. She would love to make new, better, healthier foods for everyone to eat that taste good as well. She has decided to attend Inver Hills Community College, utilizing her PSEO junior year of high school to forward her academic career. Getting a scholarship would mean so much to her. If she were to receive a scholarship, she would be diligent in making the donor's money worthwhile in her grades, extracurricular activities, as well as doing her best in every possible way to show how grateful she is. Olivia plans to obtain an AA degree at Inver Hills Community College, then to the University of Minnesota, majoring in food science.
The Roosevelt School Scholarship was established when the school closed back in 1993. Presenting this scholarship this evening is Mary Lundquist. Oh, Mary and Dwight Lundquist. Sorry.
The former staff and teachers, parents who comprise the Roosevelt PTA, we're happy to give the scholarship to
Nathaniel Johnson.
Nathaniel says he's a well-rounded person, balancing school, work, and having fun. His interests are in music, building things, skateboarding, tennis, and weightlifting. He has the ability to lead a group of people and knows how to have fun too. He considers being a member of the community an important role to play. He would be very grateful to receive a scholarship. Nathaniel plans on attending Oakton Community College, majoring in electronics and computer technology.
The Sandra Ness Redka Bemidji Scholarship was established in Sandra's memory by her family. She was a 1959 graduate of South St. Paul. The recipient of this scholarship this evening is Alexander Bolter.
Alex is a busy student, working and participating in high school activities, plus working to keep his academics high. His interests are playing football and participating in fine arts activities. His favorite pastime is listening to music, watching sports, and spending time with his friends and family. Because of his speech disability, he would like to become a special education teacher and help students who also have disabilities and show them that they can overcome their disability and be a success. Receiving a scholarship would mean a great deal to him because it would mean that he would have help in paying for his college expenses, and he would be very grateful to receive a scholarship. Alex plans on attending Bemidji State University.
The Southwest Lioness Club is local organization that supports education and services within our community. Presenting the scholarship this evening is Denise Riley.
Hi. The Southwest Lioness would like to applaud all of the graduates this evening for all of their efforts, and we'd also like to send a shout out to all the other donors. There's a lot of garage sales, bake sales, golf tournaments that take place in order for any of us to give any of this money tonight, and I applaud all the efforts of everyone. That being said, on this otherwise dreary day, we're going to add some sunshine to the day of Cassandra Canoyer.
Cassandra is an active person, as evidenced by many years of playing sports. She loves to play soccer, hockey, softball, and go for runs. Her years of team sports have taught her how to be a leader, and also the only way to accomplish goals is through dedication and hard work. She says she is outgoing, caring, and a sociable person. She loves having family time and hanging out with friends. Cassandra is also an animal lover and looks forward to helping animals in need. She is a longtime South St. Paul resident and comes from a proud family that's been a part of the community for 5 generations. She wants to pursue a major in graphic arts. Her senior year has provided her with an opportunity to mentor with a local graphic design business that provided her valuable experience in the field. Receiving a scholarship would be a great benefit, allowing her to pursue her education with less financial burden. Cassandra plans on attending Dakota County Technical College.
The Steve Toohey Memorial Scholarship was established by David Metzen, Brian Behringer, and Larry Grew in memory of their classmate and friend Steve. They were all 1960 graduates, and we're happy to have Dave Metzen presenting the scholarship this evening.
On behalf of my two departed friends, Larry and Brian, Brian's son is here, John. Gabrielle Thompson, would you please come up?
Outside of school, Gabby enjoys spending time with friends and family. Her favorite subjects are math and science, and she loves reading fiction novels that are fantasy-themed. She also loves dancing more than anything. To receive a scholarship would mean a lot to Gabby. Getting a scholarship would help her parents in paying for the many expenses of college. She plans on attending the University of Miami, majoring in pharmacy.
The VFW Endowed Scholarship will be presented by Norm Nisler this evening. The VFW supports our graduates in our student body in so many ways. They will be awarding 3 scholarships this evening.
On behalf of Veterans of Foreign Wars, Post 295, we are pleased to award some 3 scholarships here tonight. So Matthew Gunderman is first.
Matthew is an active person and likes to be involved in many activities, both in school and in the community. His favorite pastime is going to his cabin with his family to hunt and fish. He has always wanted to be a SWAT officer and is excited to attend Mankato State this fall to pursue his dream. Receiving a scholarship would mean a lot to him because it would help him accomplish his goals. Matt plans on attending the Minnesota State University of Mankato.
Courtney Severson.
Courtney is a caring person who likes to work with children. She loves her job as a youth gymnastics coach where she is able to help kids learn new skills and reach their goals. During the summer, she likes going up north to go swimming and boating with her family and friends. In her free time, she enjoys dancing at Julianne's Dance Center, playing soccer, and being on the gymnastics team. She will be attending the University of River Falls to pursue a degree in communicative disorders. With this degree, she hopes to work in a school setting where she can help children overcome their language disorders. She would be very grateful to receive a scholarship to help pay for her education.
Erica Running.
Erica loves being outside and on the beach swimming, camping, and doing water sports. She also loves to go hunting with her dad, brother, and some of her other family members and friends. She loves when her whole family gets together. Receiving a scholarship to her would be a very proud and honoring moment. She loves getting awards or just little things that mean something. She treasures all of them, and they mean a lot to her. A scholarship would be by far one of the best things she could get because it's like an award that she has been working for the last 4 years. It would feel very good to see that someone recognizes your achievements enough to help you further you better yourself. Erica plans on attending the University of Minnesota Duluth to major in psychology.
The Waldhauser Family Endowed Scholarship was established in 1999 by the family in memory of Norm and Eleanor Waldhauser. The recipient of this award this evening goes to Ashley Gutzman.
Outside of school, Ashley enjoys spending time with friends, usually going to movies or baking food together. She also enjoys spending time with her younger siblings. They are always fun to watch and have around. Ashley comes from a family of 6 children with 1 income and tries working hard to reach her goal of making it into a good college. Any amount of scholarship money would mean so much to her because it will lessen the chances of her running into a lot of future debt, and it will secure her place in a good college. Ashley wants to be an attorney in the future, and a scholarship is a great way to help her reach her goal. This scholarship would mean a big help to her and take stress away from her and her family. She plans on attending St. Scholastica, majoring in law.
The Winner's Circle Scholarship was established by former scholarship recipients on an ongoing appeal. Each recipient has been asked to pay it forward by contributing $10 or more every year. The members of the Winner's Circle are listed in the back of your programs. Presenting this scholarship is Steve Lewandowski. He's also a foundation board member and one of the first scholarship recipients at South St. Paul.
Thanks, Carrie. On behalf of scholarship recipients over the last 25 years, I'm honored to present this scholarship to Thomas Grimshaw.
Thomas says he's been going to South St. Paul's schools for his entire life. His dad and he started going to community education classes at Lincoln Center when he was a toddler. Ever since first grade, both in and outside of school, he has loved sports. Sports have given him many good memories with friends and family, and playing has also given him the idea of what he plans to do as a profession. Thomas's goal is to be a sports broadcaster. A scholarship would help him contribute financially to his college education. He would greatly appreciate any scholarship award for which he is qualified. Tom plans on attending Arizona State University, majoring in broadcasting.
The Zawacki Family Scholarship established their fund in 1998 to further students' involvement in technology. Both Zawacki children are graduates of South St. Paul. The recipient of this scholarship this evening is Vincent Kraus.
Vincent loves playing soccer and hopes to play intramurals in college. His favorite thing to do outside of organized sports is to snowboard. He spends most of his time hanging out with friends and family. He is the 3rd child of his family, and both of his sisters went to college, so receiving a scholarship from this foundation would help him and his family a lot. Vincent plans on attending the University of Minnesota Duluth, majoring in mechanical engineering.
The Howe Endowed Scholarship is next. The Howes established this scholarship endowment in 1998. Both Henry and Laura were teachers here at South St. Paul. The recipient of the Howe Endowed Scholarship is Ruby Vasquez.
Ruby is a hard worker and a determined person. She always tries to have a good attitude towards school and people. Receiving the scholarship would mean a lot to her because it would help her to continue her education, which is truly what she wants. She says you need an education in order to have a better future. Ruby plans on attending Century Technical and Community College to become a dental assistant.
The Joseph Patrick Scholarship was established by his friends and family in his memory. Joe was a 1969 graduate and an elementary teacher, and Joe believed in teaching had a crucial effect on a student's future. We're happy to have Tim Patrick and Marianne Solman here to present the scholarship this evening.
The scholarship recipient is Jill Catone.
Jill loves spending time with friends and family. Her friends and she like to participate in the intramural kickball league that they formed in the summer. She also enjoys being in drumline and peace jam. Her favorite pastime is listening to and playing music. Becoming a teacher has been her goal for many years, and she is excited to be accepted into the University of Minnesota Duluth to pursue this career. Receiving a scholarship would help pay for some of the expenses of college. It would be an honor to be recognized for hard work and dedication to the school and community through a scholarship.
The Debbie Kern Memorial Scholarship was established by Debbie during her courageous 3.5-year battle with cancer. Debbie's positive attitude and love for her students will always be remembered. The recipient of this scholarship this evening is Jessica McKinney.
Jessica is an outgoing person and loves to spend time with her friends and family. She is very excited to start college and move on to the next chapter of her life. She has worked very hard in high school to maintain good grades and stay active, so being awarded a scholarship would mean a lot to her. Jessica plans on attending North Dakota State University, majoring in pharmacy.
The Governor Harold and Iantha Levanner Scholarship was awarded for a student involved in speech and debate. We're happy to have Jean King here, their daughter, to present the scholarship this evening.
As many of you may know, Mom passed away Thanksgiving Day, which is sort of appropriate for one who is always thankful. And one of the things that she was most thankful for was living in South St. Paul and participating in this event. And I'm sure she's watching us now. As I present the award to Samantha Wisniewski.
Samantha's biggest passion is writing, followed closely by designing. She is an avid reader and writer and very interested in politics, world affairs, and history. Her favorite pastimes are reading, designing, listening to music, and playing basketball, despite many multiple knee injuries. Receiving a scholarship would enable her to change the focus of financing college to her future and career plans. It would alleviate stress and make her college experience the best possible. Samantha would be extremely grateful and indebted to whomever could provide this for her, and they could help make her career aspirations come true. Sam plans on attending Macalester College, majoring in political science.
My dad taught at Macalester College, earning his way through law school teaching speech, so it's a wonderful thing.
The children of John and Iola Carlson wish to demonstrate their support of South St. Paul Public Schools by establishing this scholarship fund. The recipient of this award this evening goes to Garrison Shepard.
Garrison says that he is an easygoing kid that enjoys the simple things in life. Spending time with family and friends always have yielded the best of times. These are times that he hopes he will never forget. And education is also an important thing to him. He has enjoyed playing and watching sports as well in his entire life. His interest in sports has made him want to become a sports journalist. There is nothing else he would rather be. Receiving a scholarship would mean the world to him. It would relieve a sufficient amount of financial burden from his family and allow him to receive the highest education possible. He would feel as if all of his hard work and accomplishments are recognized if he receives this scholarship. He plans on attending Indiana University, majoring in journalism and mass communication.
This is the 10th year for the Kaposia Education Center scholarships. Kaposia PTA and staff has teamed up to present this scholarship. We're happy to have John Laliberty awarding these 2 scholarships this evening. He's the Kaposia principal. Oh, I'm sorry, and Mary Marshinki, or Heather Marshinki, right? I'm sorry, I thought you weren't coming.
Good evening. On behalf of the Kaposia staff and the Kaposia Parent-Teacher Committee, I would like to present following scholarship to Emily Cardinal.
Emily is always happy and an active person who enjoys new things. She loves going on summer trips with family and friends. She also enjoys playing any sport and likes to help out around the community. Her favorite pastime is singing with her grandparents and cousins. For a career, Emily has dreamed of becoming a marine biologist since elementary school and is ready to work hard to achieve this dream. It would also make her feel accomplished and that working hard in school would be worth it. Emily plans on attending the College of St. Catherine.
The second scholarship is awarded to Tyler Stover.
Tyler's favorite pastime is reading. He reads as much as he can and anything he can. His only other hobby is helping people. Tyler is highly interested in law, especially public defense. For him, a scholarship would not only mean opportunity, but proof that someone cares. Receiving a scholarship would be extremely helpful to pay for college and be appreciated greatly. Tyler plans to attend Inver Hills Community College to become a paralegal and eventually a lawyer.
The Kevin J. Leary Memorial Scholarship has been established by Kevin's family. Kevin was a friend to all who knew him, and he gave freely of his time and resources to enhance the school spirit here in South St. Paul. We're happy to have his 2 sons here presenting this scholarship, Josh and James.
Thank you, Carrie. On behalf of my father, on behalf of my father and the rest of the Leary family, we are proud to present
the KJL Memorial Scholarship to Brooke Alcides.
Brooke loves being a student athlete at South St. Paul and has always been proud to represent community and school. Her outside interests center around friendships with teammates and classmates. She also enjoys listening to music and hanging out with friends and family gatherings. She would appreciate any assistance toward any college expenses. She would be honored to receive a scholarship from the South St. Paul Education Foundation. Brooke plans on attending the College of St. Scholastica, studying physical therapy.
The Marcia and John Lally Scholarship was established as an investment in the children's of the state's future and its children. Sorry, John, I thought you and Marcia were both coming up. And here's John Lally to be presenting the scholarship this evening.
Thank you, Carrie. Marcia and I are delighted to present the scholarship this year to Brittany Horner.
Brittany says she's a very laid-back, friendly, down-to-earth person who enjoys meeting new people. Her interests are swimming, fishing, and vacationing. Some favorite pastimes are listening to music, spending time with family and friends, and just relaxing. Brittany has always been interested in psychology and is very excited to start college and continue studying it more in depth. Receiving a scholarship means that she would have some kind of help in paying for college expenses. Brittany would be very thankful to receive a scholarship, and it would be rewarding to know that all her hard work the past 4 years has paid off. Brittany plans on attending the University of Minnesota, Duluth.
Bob Meyer will be presenting the Mitzvah Masonic Lodge 191 Scholarship. We'd like to thank the Mitzvah Lodge for supporting our graduates. Thank you, Karen. Thanks, Bob.
On behalf of the world's oldest and largest fraternity, the Grand Lodge of Minnesota, and the South St. Paul Mitzvah Lodge, we are honored to award to Michael Scree.
Michael likes to travel and be outdoors. He enjoys undertaking new challenges and helping others. In his spare time, he likes to work with computers and spend time with family, among other things. Receiving a scholarship would give him the opportunity to focus on the college experience and not the tuition cost. Michael plans on attending Gustavus Adolphus College, majoring in web development.
The South St. Paul Futures established this scholarship for a student pursuing a career in business. Presenting this scholarship this evening is Tom Metzen.
On behalf of South St. Paul Futures Incorporated Board of Directors, I would like to present this scholarship to Zach Niebrantner.
Zach can best be described as the Energizer Bunny. He is constantly doing something, whether it's working hard and furthering his education at Rasmussen College, or working hard at his jobs, making sure everything is being done effectively and efficiently. In his free time, he enjoys listening to music, being with friends, going for a long walk, and volunteering. A scholarship to him is an accomplishment of hard work and effort. He would be very grateful if he were accepted for one of these scholarships. Zach is majoring in Human Services and Business Management.
The South St. Paul Inver Grove Heights Rotary is a service organization that provides service, funds, and leadership for a better community. We're happy to have George Casson here to present this scholarship this evening. Thanks.
Good evening. As president of the local Rotary Club, I am honored to present this year's scholarship to Tasha Sparby.
Tasha is competitive and active. She enjoys being involved in sports, staying healthy, and being with friends and family. Her favorite pastime was being in elementary school when everyone in her grade at Lincoln Center would all hang out at Vets Field. They played wiffle ball, ditch, and kickball. They are all still good friends today, and Vets Field will always bring back good memories. Tasha's dream for a while has been to go to college and experience new opportunities, make a better life for herself, and wanting to prove herself so she can go off on her own and succeed. Receiving a scholarship would mean a lot to her and her family. Her parents have been working hard to put her through college, and she has been working to help save money because education is important, and she is looking forward to this experience. It would mean a lot if she received a scholarship because it would help out. Tasha plans on attending Santa Barbara City College, majoring in health education.
The Steve Silianoff Endowed Scholarship was established in 1979 by friends and former students upon Steve's retirement. We're happy to have Dave Metzen to present this scholarship this evening.
This is really an honor. I look around this room and there's many, many people that knew Steve Silianoff, and Butch mentioned earlier about all the fabulous teachers in South St. Paul. Steve Silianoff was a giant. Many people think back to being the football coach, but he was one fabulous teacher, and many of us are better off today because he was our teacher. And this is the last time I'm coming up here. The other great teacher that I had in my life that changed my life, and he's coming up later, is Lefty Smith. And I thank you, Lefty, and Steve Silianoff for all that you've done. Well, here's a South St. Paul name, Thomas Ruckmeyer. Where's Thomas?
Tommy is fascinated with mathematics, computers, and science, and has excelled in all three. He is both curious and motivated by the world. He is excited to discover new concepts and see how they can be applied to real-world problems. Tommy wants to help improve people's lives. He has had a great academic success by challenging himself with honor and international baccalaureate classes while being committed and successful in multiple sports and volunteering. He loves playing sports, especially football. Spending time with family and friends is also important to him. He would be very grateful to receive a scholarship as he is determined to pursue a post-secondary education. This scholarship will help me pay for some of his college expenses and help him reach education goals to become a great engineer. Tommy plans on attending the University of Wisconsin, La Crosse.
Veterans of America, Chapter 639 in South St. Paul is an organization representing the interest of all veterans. They're giving out 3 scholarships this evening. The first scholarship will go to Timothy Coleman.
Tim is a very active and motivated person. He loves playing hockey and baseball and has always had a passion for them. He has played both sports his whole life. He also enjoys fishing and traveling. His family rents a cabin every year in Brainerd, Minnesota, each summer. He enjoys the company of friends and family, listening to music and making artwork in spare time. In college, he plans on playing either hockey or baseball and pursuing a career in physical therapy. Tim is very excited and will be very grateful to receive a scholarship. The thought of all his hard work in high school paying off in the way of a scholarship would mean so much to him. Tim plans on attending Iowa Central Community College.
Stay up here. The next scholarship goes to Trevor Makosevich.
Trevor is a very outgoing person who likes to talk and meet new people. He is also an outdoor person and loves to fish and hunt all the time, or just go up north. Sports is also a passion. Hockey is a favorite, but he has also played football, baseball, and participated in track during high school. His favorite pastime would have to be just being a kid and not having anything to worry about except what time you have to come home at night after a day of playing pickup baseball with his buddies or just riding bikes around for 8 hours straight every day and never getting bored of it. A scholarship would mean a lot to him and his family, as there would be 2 of us in college, and any financial help they can have would greatly be appreciated. Trevor plans on attending Minnesota State University, Mankato.
And the third scholarship goes to Sarah Gorton.
Sarah loves to be busy all the time. She enjoys road trips with her family and loves hanging out with friends as well. Receiving a scholarship would mean the world to her. She is a hard worker and doesn't like getting things for free, but feels that getting a scholarship is just helping get on her way to help others. Sarah plans on attending St. Paul College, majoring in computer network engineering.
The friends and family who are fortunate to have shared part of Mike McGinn's life established this scholarship in memory of Mike McGinn. This scholarship this evening goes to Jack Bjorklund.
Jack grew up living in a family that loves the outdoors. They always take fishing vacations to Canada and have a great time together. Every November, they go to their cabin for the deer hunting opener. This is a tradition that he will continue for the rest of his life. His family also loves football. His dad has coached him since he was very young. Receiving this scholarship will help him pay for some of his college expenses and help him reach education goals. Jack hopes to attend the University of St. Thomas to study physical therapy.
This is the 16th year for the Bars Pavlik Scholarship to be awarded. The scholarship was established in 1993 by the family. Presenting the scholarship this evening is Kirk Bars.
Thank you. I am pleased to present the Bars Pavlik scholarship to Corbin Anksman.
Corbin is a very active person and enjoys spending time with family and friends. Corbin loves to play soccer, read, and listen to music. Favorite pastimes are vacationing with family and going to the cabin. Corbin has always wanted to do something in the medical field, and receiving a scholarship means that he could go to any college that he wants. Corbin plans on attending the University of St. Thomas, majoring in medicine.
Dale Shenian, a South St. Paul High School graduate and past Foundation board member, and his wife Betty, who's also been a past Foundation board member, have provided scholarships since 1985. With this year's scholarship, Dale and Betty will have given 79 scholarships to our graduates. Dale and Betty will be providing 3 $2,000 scholarships. The first scholarship goes to Nicholas Weimer.
Nicholas has a fierce family loyalty. His dad died when he was 6 years old, and so now it is just him and his mother. In his free time, he enjoys watching movies and playing video games. His career focus will be education and child development. He loves kids. Receiving scholarships and grants will make the difference in how far he can go with his education, and he will be forever grateful for whatever he can get. The South St. Paul Educational Foundation is a wonderful thing, and he feels that it would be pretty cool to be able to pay it forward someday and see his name on a scholarship for someone else. Nick plans on attending Inver Hills Community College.
And the next scholarship goes to Ashley Robinson.
Ashley is a positive and friendly person. She loves to scrapbook, make cards, and knit. She has many interests which also include dancing, singing, reading, cooking, spending time with friends and family, and volunteering. Ashley is excited to start college and further her education. Receiving a scholarship would mean a lot to her because it would make paying for college much easier and make her feel good about the work she's done in high school. Ashley plans on attending the University of Minnesota, majoring in psychology.
And the third scholarship goes to Michael Tay.
Michael is a professional dog trainer and shows dogs in AKC agility. He travels a lot because he shows his dog in different states, but really enjoys it. Outside of training, he really enjoys going to plays and musicals. Receiving a scholarship would really help him pay for college because he wants to go to school for 8 years to become a veterinarian. Michael wants to become a veterinarian because he enjoys being around animals all the time and knows he will enjoy a job helping animals in a veterinary clinic. Michael plans on attending the University of Minnesota, Twin Cities.
The Future Engineer Scholarship was established by the Peacock family for a student to further their education in the field of engineering. We're happy to have Donald and Bitsy Peacock presenting their scholarship this evening.
This year's awardee is Nicholas Elliott.
Besides playing sports, Nick also likes playing guitar, pickup sports, and going snowboarding. He goes on vacation every year to a resort, which is really fun because he gets to swim in a lake and play golf. His favorite pastime is playing ping pong with friends and listening to music. Nick has always wanted to become an engineer, and a scholarship would help him a lot. If he received a scholarship, he would be very thankful that his accomplishments were rewarded. Nick plans on attending North Dakota State University.
The Justin Andrew Meyer Scholarship was established in memory of Justin by family and friends. He was a 1995 South St. Paul graduate And for most of Justin's life, he had a chronic illness, but he had the courage and strength that enabled him to graduate from high school and attend college. Presenting these 2 scholarships is Bobby Meyer.
On behalf of Justin, myself, my family, I'd like to congratulate all the seniors graduating this year into your awards. I have to say a special thanks to my family, my friends, and local businesses to make this possible. I have a golf tournament every year and a fundraiser after the golf tournament to raise the money for this function. And this day makes me, keeps me going for the rest of the year. It's a special night for me. I'm very honored to award this first scholarship to Amanda Nordman.
Amanda is an energetic person who is self-motivated and concerned about her future education. She is in the International Baccalaureate program and loves to be challenged every day. Amanda enjoys being with friends and participating in different activities. She loves art and can be found drawing at any given time. Some other pastimes she likes are listening to music, watching movies, and attending theater shows as many times as she can. Amanda hopes to go to college to strengthen her love for the arts. As college can be expensive, receiving a scholarship would greatly help her on her educational journey. Receiving such a scholarship would remind her what the money is for and all the hard work that she had to put in to receive such an honor. Amanda would be extremely grateful to know the importance of this opportunity to receive an excellent education, and that is how the supporters of the scholarship feel as well. Amanda plans on attending the University of Wisconsin Stout.
It was a great honor to award the second one to Madeline Perkle.
This summer, Madeline plans to produce a movie based on one of her favorite books, Crown Jewel by Sherwood Smith. Being a writer at heart lends itself to taking the story and making it come to life the way she has dreamed it would be. And guess who will be playing the lead? She will. You may have realized that the arts are part of who she is. Receiving a scholarship would fuel her passion and dream of pursuing a career that would incorporate language and creative arts. She is a writer at heart and finds that communicating through writing and artistic mediums is the best. A scholarship would allow her to concentrate on her studies, knowing that she would have help with the cost of tuition. She plans on attending Inver Hills Community College, studying writing.
The Cobb Family Scholarship was funded because of their commitment to the youth and their feeling about the importance of education. They're awarding 3 $2,000 scholarships this evening. The first scholarship will go to Nicole Pizzell.
Nicole is an active person and also likes to be with her friends. In addition, she enjoys painting and drawing. Other interests are sports and being outdoors where she can play sports, go camping, play with her brother and sister, and help her dad build things. Receiving a scholarship would mean a lot to her. A scholarship is a very important thing to her because it will help her not to worry about how she is going to afford college. She would be grateful to receive a scholarship and be able to pursue her dream and goal to be the first in her family to go to college and become a physical therapist. Nicole plans on attending the College of St. Scholastica.
The second scholarship goes to Brian Anderson.
Brian is a very motivated person and believes that winning a scholarship would be a wonderful way to allow him to pursue his dreams. He has a passion for learning and knowing that he is ready for the next phase of his life. Brian really enjoys being outdoors, playing tennis, and swimming. Winning one of these scholarships would mean the world to him because it would give the opportunity to strive towards and reach his goals of becoming a dentist. Not only this, but it would also inspire him to do the best that he can and help him give back to others. Brian plans on attending the University of Minnesota, Twin Cities.
And the third Cobb Family Foundation Scholarship goes to Stephen Robbins.
Stephen considers himself to be a very well-rounded person due to involvement in athletics, visual arts, and rigorous academics. He has gained a lot from all of these areas. His athletic ability has given him the chance to start on the football team since he was a sophomore. Stephen's love for painting has given him a great outlet for creativity as well. His involvement in the IB diploma program has sharpened his mind and prepared him for college. Between these three things, he has little time for much else. He is very fascinated by psychology and hopes to study it through graduate school. The fact that he has to pay for college is extremely intimidating, but a scholarship would be incredibly helpful as he works to pursue his goals. Stephen plans on attending the University of Minnesota.
Lincoln Center staff and Lincoln Center PTA have teamed up to provide this scholarship for a student who has attended Lincoln Center Elementary. We're happy to have Connie Garling, our principal, and Kelly Campbell, the PTA president, here to present the awards this evening.
The Lincoln Center staff and Lincoln Center PTA are so very happy to present this scholarship to our Mary Ann Morris.
Mary Ann has dreamed of being a teacher all of her life. Coming from a family of teachers and musicians has fostered her love for music and helping others. Mary Ann loves to read, work on pottery, play the clarinet, travel, and work with children. School does not come easily for her, and so she has to work harder than most. Her determination to do well has developed good study habits and work ethics that has allowed her to excel. Mary Ann will be most grateful to receive a scholarship to help her pursue her dream of helping others through the field of education. She plans on attending Inver Hills Community College and then transferring to St. Thomas.
This is the 17th year that the Nick Voyevich Scholarship has been awarded. It was established in 1993 in Nick's memory. We're happy to be having Patty Ganetz here this evening to present her father's scholarship.
Good evening. On behalf of my three sisters, my husband, all of us South St. Paul grads, and our family, I am so pleased to present my dad's scholarship to Kelsey Pugh.
Kelsey is a very self-motivated person and has enjoyed challenging herself by taking IB classes, running in cross-country and track, and learning a new instrument for drumline. Some of her other interests include reading, swimming, listening to music, and talking with friends. She also enjoys camping and traveling with her family in the summer. She is excited to begin college at Iowa State University to pursue a career in meteorology. Kelsey would be very appreciative to receive a scholarship because it would help her pay for some of her college expenses.
The St. Peter Family Scholarship is next. Bernie St. Peter is a past foundation board president and served on the school board for 16 years. He's very instrumental in starting our foundation here, and he offers me welcomed guidance every week. We're happy to have Tom St. Peter, his son, here to present the family scholarship.
It is my pleasure to present the St. Peter Family Scholarship to James Bienick.
James is a very active person who likes to play soccer, tennis, and hockey, along with playing the guitar and water skiing. He would be very grateful to receive a scholarship because he has enjoyed his time at South St. Paul High School and the education he has received. Receiving a scholarship from the Educational Foundation would be able to help him attend college and one day give back to the community by providing his services to the citizens of South St. Paul. James plans on attending the University of St. Thomas, majoring in engineering.
The Flint Hills Discovery Scholarships were established by the company to recognize their support and exceptional young leaders in the community. The Discovery Scholarships, our recipients reflect their commitment to education and community involvement. We're happy to have Wayne Jorgensen from Flint Hills to present these awards this evening. How are you?
The 2010 scholarship is awarded to, Kelsey Walker.
Throughout Kelsey's life, she's enjoyed activities where she can help out her community while spending time with family and friends. Her interests are soccer and gymnastics. She also has always been intrigued by math and science, and therefore feels engineering would be a good way to foster these interests. Receiving a scholarship would, of course, help with any financial need, which is always beneficial. More importantly, it demonstrates the community support we have in our South St. Paul School District. Kelsey plans on attending Iowa State University.
Our second goes to Evan Morosky.
Evan is a passionate learner who also enjoys camping and community service as a member of the Boy Scouts, and sports as a 6-year member of the boys' swim team. Evan plans to attend college out of state to experience the new things a different part of the country has to offer. He has always loved math and science and would like to pursue a degree in mechanical engineering. One of his passions has always been cars, and he would love to work in the automotive industry someday. Evan would be grateful to receive a scholarship, as it would help him achieve this goal and be a reward for his accomplishments. Evan plans on attending Rice University.
Ken Vogue was a 1965 graduate of South St. Paul High School who passed away suddenly in 1999. This scholarship was established in his memory. The recipient of this scholarship this evening is Mackenzie Willem Knapp.
Mackenzie enjoys being active and organized. Hobbies include playing guitar, lifting weights after school, and creating works of art. He realizes the importance of grades to post-secondary education and strives to achieve all A's in classes. He cannot wait to start college and pursue his dream of becoming a famous architect. Receiving a scholarship would help guarantee that he will be able to afford college and an education. Mackenzie plans on attending the University of Minnesota.
The Margot, Mary Lou, and Jane Dowda Scholarship was established in 1997. They were all South St. Paul graduates and established this endowment because of their commitment to education and to South St. Paul. The recipient of this scholarship this evening is Vincent Bradshaw.
Vinny has been wrestling for 11 years. Throughout this time, he has had many accomplishments and is very focused and determined. A scholarship would give him an opportunity for success, a chance to finally make something of himself. He hasn't been given many things in life, so when things are given to him, he will make the most of it. A scholarship to him would mean success. He plans on attending Minnesota State University Mankato to major in education and business.
The Virginia Lamanna Fine Arts Scholarship was established in 2003 in honor of Virginia, a former South St. Paul resident and mother of 11 children. Many of her children and grandchildren have attended South St. Paul Scholarship. This scholarship is for a student who shares Virginia's interests in the arts. We're happy to have Rock Lamanna here presenting the scholarship this evening.
Thank you, Carrie. I get more and more excited about this every year. I don't know if I'm more nervous than the students, but this is about vision. It's about journey. It's about excitement. I have children and nephews and nieces and a large family. And I'm excited to hear about the next visionary is Tyler Fischbach.
In addition to being an IB student, Tyler is involved in sports and the South St. Paul community and has been his entire life. In his spare time, he likes to play sports, work out, listen to music, draw and paint, and play video games. However, he probably spends most of his time just being with his family. He's been accepted to the college of his choice and will be pursuing a degree in graphic design with an emphasis in multimedia and 3D graphics. Tyler thinks South St. Paul High School has prepared him for college and is very excited about this next chapter in his life. If he were to receive a scholarship, it would relieve his parents of some financial burden, and that would make him very happy and very grateful. Tyler plans on attending Minnesota State University, Moorhead.
The South St. Paul Public School Custodial Maintenance and Technology Departments have established two $3,000 scholarships to encourage students to get the very most they can out of the opportunities this district has to offer. We're happy to have Glenn Bernstengel, Director of Buildings and Grounds, presenting this scholarship this evening.
Thanks, Carrie. On behalf of our district-wide custodial maintenance and technology department employees, our first scholarship goes to Brittany Brenhofer.
Brittany is an adventurous person and likes taking chances. She strongly believes in making the most out of life. Brittany loves to travel and see the world from other people's points of view. She also enjoys being outdoors at her cabin. Other interests are playing soccer, making movies with friends, and art. Her favorite pastime is watching movies and reading. She wants to pursue a career that will make her happy. Becoming a film producer would be a dream come true. Brittany is very excited for college to begin. If she were to receive a scholarship, she would be very grateful to have the chance to help her family out financially. She plans on attending Santa Barbara City College.
Our second scholarship goes to Jacob Eppen.
Outside of school and work, Jacob has a variety of things that he loves to do. For physical activities, he likes to rollerblade and snowboard. He also loves hunting, fishing, and just taking walks by the river, and maybe take a few nice photos. Music is also a large part of his life, and he wants to be able to play it for as long as he can. Since his freshman year, Jacob has always had a mindset on computers for a career, whether it be fixing them or programming them. Being the recipient of a scholarship would mean a lot to him. It not only would mean help getting a start at paying back for college, but it means a lot because it is a complete stranger supporting him to go to college, and that is an amazing thing. Jacob plans on attending Brown College.
The Mike Byron Scholarship was established in 2000 by friends and family of Mike. He was a 1994 graduate and a member of the 1993 Section Championship football team. Presenting the scholarship this evening is Peter Schultz, a good friend and also one of our teachers here.
Thank you, Carrie. On behalf of the friends and family of Mike Byron and all the wonderful people that participate and donate to our golf tournament throughout the year, very pleased to give this award to Jacob Jensen.
Jacob is an extremely active person. He can't ever sit still. If he's not sleeping or eating, he's working on something, and he doesn't do things half-heartedly. He says, "I work my tail off in everything I do," whether it's school or sports or helping a neighbor shovel her driveway. Jacob likes spending time with friends, working out in the school weight room, or playing pickup games of any sport they can, football being the favorite. In the summer, he spends a lot of time fishing various lakes for bass and walleye. In the future, Jacob wants to become a surgeon. It's something he has dreamed of, and now he can accomplish it. A scholarship would really help him out with this because he's going to have a lot of schooling ahead of him. Jacob plans to attend St. Scholastica.
The Harry and Arlene Justice Summermeyer Memorial Scholarship was established to recognize the important role South St. Paul had on their lives of their Harry and Arlene's children, Carol Swanson, Donald, and Harry. The recipient of this award this evening goes to Adam Garfield.
Adam loves playing sports. It doesn't matter what sport or with whom, he enjoys the competition and the exercise. He is looking forward to playing organized sports in college, and he hasn't had the opportunity to play in high school, such as volleyball and ultimate frisbee. More importantly, college will offer him many educational opportunities. Any money that he could receive through scholarships would make college more affordable. Adam plans on attending the University of Minnesota Duluth, majoring in engineering.
This is the first year for the Lefty and Mickey Smith Mickey Smith Scholarship. It was established in honor of Lefty and Mickey Smith by their friends and family. Lefty and Mickey raised their 8 children here in South St. Paul, and Mickey went on to work at St. Joseph's Hospital, and Lefty was our South St. Paul hockey coach from 1958 to 1968. Then he went on to Notre Dame and coached from 1968 to 1987. This will be an annual scholarship, and this year the scholarship is in honor of Mickey for a student pursuing a medical degree. We're thrilled to have Lefty Smith here and his daughter, Sheila Stransky.
Thank you. Thank you. You know, this is something that's entirely new from the time that I was here teaching, and it just amazes me to see the amount of money and the amount of kids that are going to college. I think back in my day, if I remember right, in 1947, most of us were looking for a good job at either Swift's, Armour's, Stockyards, Cudahy's, or Rifkin's. And that was about our joy, because we didn't have any money. We didn't really study that hard in school. And wouldn't you know, I get hung up with Dave Metzen. Dave was like a stepson to us. Every night on his way home from practices and that, he stopped in and had dinner with us. My wife kept telling him, damn it, we've got 8 kids of our own, we don't need another one. Then, of course, the topper came. Both of us had a little bit in common. When I graduated from high school, I don't know if there was anybody below me in the class or not, but as I say, I was looking for a job at Swift's or Armour's or one of them, and it ended up, because of playing baseball and playing hockey, I got a chance to go to St. Thomas. As you could see, they didn't have much in the line of admission requirements in those days. And then, maybe 20 years later, I have this migrant kid that keeps stopping at our house to eat, and he decides he wants to go to college. So I took him on out to the University of Minnesota, and I said, the athletic director was a guy by the name of Marsh Ryman. And Marsh Ryman was subbing for John Mariucci, who was coaching the Olympic team that year. And of course, John and I had played hockey together for Minneapolis back in the dark ages, and ended up, Marsh, young man, would like to come to Minnesota. And he looked and he said, Dave, he says, I'm going to be blunt with you. He said, first of all, he says, I watched you play in the state tournament. He says, you led the league and set a record in a number of penalties. Secondly, I looked at your transcript, and I suggest that you join the Army. That's the gospel, believe me. However, to my amazement, Dave ended up by going to the University of Minnesota. He went through the 2 years of general college in those days. I don't think they even have that today, do they? All you had to do to get into general college was have a high school diploma. And anyway, it ended up that Dave made it through those first 2 years, and he carried almost a straight A average. And as a result, they admitted him on into the regular college. And I'll be doggone, of all the kids that we sent to the University of Minnesota to play hockey, I think Dave is the only one that graduated in 4 years. And of course,
I think this is a tremendous tribute to him. He also became captain out there and made a trip with the national team on over into Europe. You told me I had to say all this, Dave, but quit giving me this. It was either that or I have to sleep out in the barn tonight. But ended up, of course, that the next thing you know, he becomes a teacher at Washington. And then suddenly, a few years later, I get a call, and he's now gotten a master's degree. And I thought, my God, you know, what's next? And sure enough, a few years later, PhD, and assistant superintendent, I think, first. And he then became a better bartender, so they made him the superintendent. But he's done a marvelous job, but of any legacy that he has, it certainly has to be this foundation. I think this is one of the greatest things that could possibly happen to the city of South St. Paul. You know, in our day, we didn't have much to look forward to. We had 50 beer joints down on Concord Street, half of them selling booze under the bar. And Louis Fuller kept us straight and narrow during the World War II by simply going on out and hitting all of the 3-2 bars that had a bottle of whiskey under the bar. And they were bootlegging, so Louis said, "You want to stay open? You'll donate towards the athletic fund." And he bought all kinds of athletic equipment. And the police every day on their way to work would stop by at Wilson, Lincoln, down here at the high school field, Roosevelt, and Washington, and they'd drop off bats, balls, footballs, basketballs, etc. And that was the way that they kept us out of jail and doing something that was decent. And so there's a great legacy from all of these kind of things. But you kids are certainly the recipient of some great generosity of people here as well as others, and especially for Dave to have the foresight to come up with something like this. Now, for the Lefty and Mickey Smith Scholarship, it's here presented to Andrew Nuritz.
Andrew is very active and loves to keep himself busy with sports. His favorite sport is football, and he loves all competitive activities. He's a very competitive person by nature and never turns down a challenge. Andrew likes to read, listen to music, hang out with friends, hunt, and fish. He plans to endure a career in the medical field. He has always been interested in medical things. Getting a scholarship would mean that all of his hard work has paid off. It would also let him ease into his first year of college by allowing him not to worry about debt right away. Andrew plans on attending either the University of St. Thomas, St. Scholastica, or the University of Wisconsin-Eau Claire.
The Lauren and Lucille Ellingson Memorial Scholarship was established in 1999. Lauren and Lucille were both district employees. Lucille was a secretary, and Lauren served as various positions as a teacher, counselor, and principal until his retirement in 1969. They both had fond memories of South St. Paul and the community here. The recipient of this scholarship this evening is Jane Burkett.
Jane has a deep passion for the performing arts. They provide an immense learning opportunity, as well as a wonderful community that she will never forget. Jane loves to go canoeing in the Boundary Waters and read in her spare time. She also loves to learn, which is why receiving a scholarship is very important to her. It would make her dream of continuing her education and attending college much more attainable for both her parents and herself. Jane plans on attending Carthage College, majoring in performing arts.
The Parkins Family Trust Scholarship was established by Lloyd Parkins in 1943. He was a 1943 graduate, and he wanted to give back to the school and the community that meant so much to him. Receiving this scholarship is Kelsey Watt.
Kelsey is a very active, busy person who loves to travel and has been to Russia twice now. Most recently, she was there on a study abroad program this fall and plans on returning as soon as possible. Every year, she spends some time up north in the summer, enjoys hanging out with friends and family, and runs cross-country and track. She has had the drive to become an accountant since she was in 5th grade and is very excited to start college to pursue her dreams. Receiving the scholarship would relieve some stress from the immense burden of paying for a college education. Kelsey would appreciate this opportunity and take it as a challenge to pursue similar excellence at her college throughout her time there. Kelsey plans on attending Grinnell College.
This is the first year for the Richard Cohn Endowed Memorial Scholarship. It was established by his family for the Richard Kahn in purpose of commemorating his life. Dick spent much of his entire short-lived career teaching algebra and physics at South St. Paul High School, and he was also the varsity golf coach. He shared a passion for golf with all of the high school students. Dick had a philosophy that all students deserve the opportunity to excel no matter what their background was. His children, all graduates of South St. Paul High School, wish to continue his legacy. Presenting this scholarship this evening, we're so happy to have Alice, his wife, with us this evening. Thank you.
It is my pleasure to award this award to Samantha Sabaski.
Samantha is a person who loves to always be active and busy. Being involved in the community of South St. Paul is extremely important to her. Even though her family moved to Inver Grove Heights at the age of 12, her family and she have always attended South St. Paul schools. Samantha truly values the education she has received from these schools. She loves interacting with and meeting new people and loves working with children. Outside of school and activities, she loves going up to her cabin during the summer and figure skating. Before skating became a leisure activity, she was very competitive until injuries prevented her from continuing the sport. Receiving a scholarship would be very beneficial to her transition into college and would allow her to focus more on her education instead of financial stress. Samantha plans on attending the University of Wisconsin-Madison, majoring in education.
The South St. Paul Lions Club is one of our largest contributors through the establishment of the South St. Paul Lions Club Endowment Scholarship Fund. They support many other school and community activities as well. We're so very proud of our relationship that we have with the Lions. Dave Gingelhoff is here to present 3 $4,000 scholarships for a student going to a 4-year college or university and 1 $2,000 scholarship for a vo-technical school.
Thank you, Carrie. On behalf of the South St. Paul Lions, I am very proud and honored to present the first of our 4 scholarships and awards to Rachel Jendal.
Rachel is a very hardworking person who sets goals for herself to achieve. In achieving these goals, she has to work towards accomplishing them, and when she does, she feels good about herself. Rachel enjoys playing sports for fun and being active. Her interests are doing hair and makeup for others. Her favorite pastime is hanging out with friends. Receiving a scholarship would mean a lot to her because it will help her in pursuing her career of cosmetology. It will be a great help financially so she can get help to go to school. Rachel plans on attending Empire Beauty School.
Our second award will go to Ellen Reese.
Ellen enjoys being involved in a variety of clubs and activities, including cross-country, math team, knowledge bowl, golf, and peace jam. One of her favorite ways to spend free time is reading for fun. She also loves her job teaching art classes to children because it gives her the chance to interact with students and have an impact on their lives. Ellen likes traveling to new places and is hoping to study abroad in Italy. She is planning on pursuing a degree in actuarial science in college. Receiving a foundation scholarship would be a reward for all of her hard work here at South St. Paul High School and would help with her future educational expenses. Ellen plans on attending Drake University.
Our third award goes to Ashley McDonough.
Ashley has many outside interests, including running, playing hockey, and playing soccer in spare time. Ashley also enjoys spending time with friends, going to the beach, and shopping. Favorite subjects in high school were always IB Arts and IB Biology. A scholarship would greatly assist her in pursuing these academic interests. Ashley plans to work to supplement the cost of education throughout college. However, receiving a scholarship would provide with the opportunity to focus more on studying and make her family proud. This would also provide her with more free time to be involved in a new college community and play soccer, one of her favorite high school pastimes. Ashley plans on attending the University of Minnesota Twin Cities, majoring in medicine.
And our fourth scholarship goes to Michael Perkle.
Michael really enjoys outdoor activities. In the winter, he likes to snowboard. In the summer, rollerblade and bike. He gets together with the neighborhood kids to play basketball or street hockey, so being active is very important to him. Michael also tends to be a creative person. He's taken just about every art class offered at South St. Paul High School. He loves to draw and put creative thoughts on paper. He also enjoys playing video games and pays special attention to the animation and graphics. He has even drawn his own cartoon characters. Michael is especially interested in creative arts using the computer. One of his goals is to create characters for video games. Receiving a scholarship would mean a lot to him. It would help him to continue to explore his creative side and not have to worry as much about the cost of tuition. Michael plans on attending Inver Hills Community College, majoring in photographic imaging technology.
StanCorp is an insurance and financial service company headquartered in Portland, Oregon. Jerry Myers served on its board of directors for 15 years. In his retirement in May of 2010, as his recognition for his service, StanCorp has donated $10,000 to a charity of his choice. Jerry has chosen to use this donation to grant one-time scholarships for 2 South St. Paul students. We're happy to have Jerry Myers here today to present those scholarships.
I'm delighted to be back again. I come up here for my annual fix. I don't know of anywhere else where I can find this many students sitting this quietly for this long without an iPod or a BlackBerry or something. It's amazing. Last week, Sandy and I were at a retirement banquet, retiring from the board, and I had the opportunity to tell the directors and the management and a few others about South St. Paul, the foundation here, and what gets done. And they were amazed that a city of this size could do this much for its students. And a number of the directors may be calling you. They would like to replicate this foundation type function in their various communities. In any case, let me go ahead and get on with the scholarships that they have chosen to name. The first one is to Matthew Fernholz.
When not in school, Matthew likes to hang out with friends and family. While attending South St. Paul High School, he was involved in choir and theater. He is very interested in meteorology and hopes to be on television someday. Receiving a scholarship is not just free money that we win, as our superiors would say. It's receiving a key that opens up many of the locked doors we have in life. Receiving a scholarship means that we have the ability to help and better our future. Matthew plans on attending St. Cloud State University, majoring in meteorology and mass communication.
The second scholarship goes to Gabriela Castillo.
Gabrielle is a very determined person who always likes to take advantage of anything that would benefit her in the future. Currently, she's in a program called PACE, Preparing to Achieve a College Education, which helps students get a head start in college. She is taking her PACE classes at Inver Hills Community College every month on Saturdays. This is an experience on a college campus with real college teachers and schoolwork. Besides going to college on Saturdays, she enjoys listening to music, going to movies, going to church, and volunteering. Her favorite pastime is reading books of suspense on rainy days or when there is a snowstorm outside. Receiving a scholarship would mean it would help her in her financial problems and would allow her to pursue the degree she has always wanted, which is being a respiratory therapist. In the end, Gabriella would be grateful to earn a scholarship because she knows all her hard work has paid off. She plans on attending St. Paul College.
Olga B. Hart Foundation was established by her in her will. Olga had no direct connection to South St. Paul other than through her financial advisor, who knew of the South St. Paul Educational Foundation. He suggested that she set up a foundation to provide scholarships and also support cancer research at the University of Minnesota. We are just one of 10 schools benefiting from her generosity and foresight. The recipient of the Ogilvy Hart Education Scholarship goes to Madeline Matthews.
Madeline considers herself spirited and cheerful and enjoys being with friends. Music is one of her biggest passions, specifically playing saxophone and piano. She also values her family, and while she's at college, she will miss playing board games with her parents. Madeline is so grateful of how supportive and proud they are of her. She is also grateful to all of her teachers for making high school worthwhile. It would be rewarding to receive any scholarship, and she would be very appreciative. Madeline plans on attending Drake University, majoring in education.
The Ogilvy Hart Foundation awards the Social Service Scholarship to Kendra Hemmelman.
Kendra is very active in the community and school. Interests include camping, fishing, singing, acting, reading, and scrapbooking. She has always been interested in the medical field and hopes to be a nurse. Receiving a scholarship would help pay for college tuition. Kendra has worked hard to maintain her grade point average and chose challenging activities to complement interests, so receiving a scholarship would be an honor to recognize academic success. Kendra plans on attending Winona State University to study nursing.
The Scholarship for the Arts Scholarship was established in 1996 by Lisa and Larry Cumston. They have 3 students that attended South St. Paul High School, Kurt, Carissa, and Anna Marie, and we're happy to have Larry Cumston here to present this scholarship this evening.
The winner of this scholarship in behalf of our family is Amelia Peacock.
Amelia is an ambitious person who works hard to reach her goals. Outside of school, her interests include singing, writing, French, photography, and running. Amelia also enjoys movies, reading, and listening to music. She loves to perform and has been involved in every production put on by the South St. Paul Theater Department in the past 4 years. She is eager to start college in the fall and plans to pursue a career in theater and English. Receiving a scholarship would significantly help her in realizing her career goals and financing a bright future. Amelia plans on attending the University of Iowa.
The Brian B. Behringer Class of 1960 Scholarship was established in memory of Brian. This recipient of this scholarship is to reflect Brian's qualities of hard work and a great work ethic. We're happy to have John McKinney here, his son, to present this scholarship this evening.
Thank you, Carrie. It is my privilege to present the Brian C. Behringer Class of 1960 Scholarship to Ashley Cavalier.
Ashley lives at home with her mother, brother, and sister. She is the youngest of 4 children and will be the second to go to college. She enjoys being outdoors and playing sports. Her favorite activity is playing soccer. She has played since she was 5 years old. Ashley also enjoys track, fishing, and snowboarding. Ashley likes to learn new and exciting things. To be able to go to college at a university of her choice would mean so much to her and make her dad very proud. She has worked very hard for her accomplishments, and to receive a scholarship would show how hard she's worked. A scholarship would help pay for her college education at the college of her choice and let her focus on her studies and not have to worry about how she will have to pay for tuition. Ashley plans to attend St. Thomas University, majoring in business.
The next 2 scholarships available tonight are the Dwayne Burnham Scholarship. Mr. Burnham established this scholarship endowment in 1993. Dwayne is a 1959 South St. Paul graduate and retired as the CEO of Abbott Laboratories outside of Chicago. This year, Mr. Burnham is giving away 2 $12,000 scholarships. The recipient of the first scholarship goes to Paige Voigt.
Paige loves math and science. Her interests include traveling to places that she has never seen, helping others, and playing golf and tennis. Her favorite pastimes include reading and spending time at her grandparents' cabin. Receiving a scholarship would add to her many fond memories of South St. Paul and would help to alleviate some stress so that she may focus on her career goal of obtaining a doctoral degree in biomedical engineering. Paige plans on attending the University of Michigan, Ann Arbor.
The next Dwayne Burnham Scholarship goes to Diane Sanchez.
Diane loves to be around friends and family. People are very important to her. Her parents always make sure that her sister and she know how important their family is. Favorite pastimes are playing sports, watching movies, reading, and listening to music. She would love to be a nurse because she loves taking care of people and helping them. Receiving a scholarship would mean that she could focus more on her education in college and have to work less throughout the school year. Diane would be very grateful for a chance to receive a scholarship. She plans on attending the University of Wisconsin-Eau Claire, studying medicine.
This is the 6th year for the Sandy and Jerry Meyer Scholarship. This was established by Sandy and Jerry Meyer, both South St. Paul High School graduates from the class of 1956. Jerry is retired as chairman and CEO of Tektronic, and Jerry and Sandy live in Scottsdale, Arizona. And we're thrilled to have them here to present their $20,000 scholarship this evening.
Thank you. We're very glad to come back every year to this special occasion. And we congratulate all of you students who've done so well and your parents who supported you. We're happy to award our scholarship this year to Mary Isela Loer.
Maricela is a very structured person and loves order in her life. Her family and she travel to California and Mexico to visit relatives. They play sports at family reunions and enjoy spending time together. She's involved in many after-school activities and also volunteers for neighbors. During her spare time, she reads books or watches television. Becoming a pediatrician is a goal that she has set for herself for many years. Helping and taking care of children always brings her joy. Receiving a scholarship from the Educational Foundation will make the difference between success and failure. If she receives a scholarship, she'll be very grateful for it and knows that this will be a chance for success. Maricela plans on attending St. Catherine University, majoring in medicine.
The Fanny Gilbertson established the Scholarship Fund in her will to assist young people to attain a formal education that was not available to her. Mr. Butch Manning, our high school principal, will be presenting the 2 Fannie Mae Grant-in Aid Award scholarships to this year's valedictorian and this year's salutatorian. And then this year we have an additional, this is the 5th year, we have an additional scholarship for our valedictorian from the Kenneth B. Jones Foundation, and he will award that as well.
One of the great things with these 2 awards at end, if I recall in my research on this, and Mr. Metzen could help me on this, these 2 awards were kind of the basis of how this whole thing started. And so they are very prestigious awards. We're one of the few schools actually in the state of Minnesota that is maintaining the valedictorian and salutatorian because of the importance that goes hand in hand with our foundation. With that being said, this year's salutatorian goes to Ellen Reese. Next 2 awards that go hand in hand, the Ken Jones Award, which goes for also for the valedictorian, and the Fanny Gilbertson Valedictorian Scholarship Award goes to Miss Paige Hoyt.
Congratulations to all of you and your families. Thanks so much for a great evening.